It's time for Lady Wolverine basketball.
The community, come watch. You're going to be pleasantly surprised when you see just how hard these girls work and what they bring. I'm excited. I've got all the confidence in the world. Defensively, we're going to get it done. We're going to hold teams to one shot. You're going to see us push the floor in transition. You're going to see us a college-style basketball.
To get us ready for tip-off, let's go courtside with the voice of the Lady Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
And a very good Saturday afternoon to you. Welcome to Wolverine Gymnasium on a frigid day all across Fremont County. Negative 31 when I woke up this morning, still negatives. I think our high today is -4 in Riverton. But big shout out to Cody High School Athletics for making the trip a couple hours down this way amongst these frigid temperatures to have a boys-girls varsity doubleheader and the opening of conference quad play for Riverton and Cody. First of two in a doubleheader coming at you here in moments. We'll feature the girls varsity matchup. Riverton girls come in at 2-9 overall. Their only two wins on the season came against Rollins. They beat Rollins at the Stranacan Classic. A week later, they'd go to Green River and beat them at the Flaming Gorge tournament. So Riverton desperately wants to beat somebody not named Rollins. This time around will be a difficult challenge as Riverton takes on the second-rated Cody Phillies, who are 6-1 on their young season. Cody had to cancel a game at Natrona yesterday, so they've only played 7 games, but they've started very well. Again, defending state champions. Last year, you may remember that they went undefeated to win a state championship, and this Cody girls basketball team has just been a force all over the states, and especially for 4A competitors. Cody again canceled their games against Natrona yesterday, but the last time out on the floor, they'd knock off Worland and Lovell on the road. Riverton, of course, lost to Cheyenne East on Thursday. Long road trip. They lost 50-35. Second time this season, they've lost to Cheyenne East. Getting some instructions here on hopefully our connectivity on 105.1 Jack FM, which I understand is having some technical issues right now, so we'll work on that for our radio audience. But we are on County 10's YouTube channel, as you found us online, so if you're friends with somebody who may be trying to find us on radio, direct them to YouTube, and you can watch us there. We'll continue to work on that in the meantime. Again, girls basketball coming up here in about 10 minutes or so. Just saw the JV girls wrap up. Cody's ladies knocked off the Lady Wolverines 51-32. Kind of flip-flopped JV action. Normally it's girls first, followed by the boys, but this game specifically, the ladies got the headlining bill, I guess, on the JV side. Saw the boys and Cody go down to the wire a bit ago, and Cody wound up escaping with a 1-point victory in the JV boys game. Lady Wolverines fall to Cody's junior varsity pretty dominantly there by the Phillies. So varsity action coming up in just a little bit, and Riverton has their work cut out for them again. They saw number 1 on Thursday, Cheyenne East. They see number 2 tonight. So good news, I guess, if you're a Lady Wolverine fan, it doesn't get much more difficult than this week, taking on number 1 and number 2. But we'll see how the Lady Wolverines stack up against a good Cody team today. This is the Porter's Tailgate Show, by the way, thanks to Porter's Supply Company in Riverton at the corner of Federal and Sunset. Your home for stoves, spas, and pallets. Great customer service, great folks at Porter's Supply Company. We thank them for their continued tip-off show sponsorship. Coming up on the Porter's Tailgate Show, we will hear from the first-year head coach with the Lady Wolverines, Mike Bosner, and we'll break down this girls matchup, the first of 2 straight ahead. You are watching the Lady Wolverines on County10.com.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
Your home for RHS basketball all season long. 105.1 Jack FM.
Welcome you back into the Porter's Tailgate Show, Wolverine Gymnasium. First time we've been here in a while. We opened with the Stranigan Classic here, 3 days of basketball in a row. And then we've had quite a few road adventures with these Wolverines and Lady Wolverines. So good for the home fans to get a game in here. We'll be about 10 minutes or so behind our projected start time for girls varsity action coming up here in about 8 minutes. Riverton 2-9, Cody 6-1 on the season. Earlier in the afternoon, I was able to chat with head coach of the Lady Wolverines, Mike Bosner, all about this contest. Here's my conversation with the first-year head coach. Back on the Porter's Tailgate Show, Riverton and Cody coming up in just a few moments. Chatting with Lady Wolverine head coach Mike Bosner. Coach, quick turnaround in Cheyenne on Thursday. I still feel like I haven't made up enough sleep. How's you and your coaching staff and the whole team feeling at this point?
Yeah, you know what? These girls are resilient. We had just an hour shoot around yesterday, so we kind of gave them a little bit of time off. But I look at them, and we've had our conversation a little bit so far, and they're ready to play. They're resilient. They're strong girls. I just hope mentally that we're prepared and ready to go. Off of a 2-day like this, it makes it tough, but yeah.
I feel like I keep harping back on this, but down by double digits, fourth quarter, consistently your team continues to play hard, dive after loose balls. Feels like toughness is a big characteristic of this team, and that's got to make you proud. Yeah, it does make me proud.
I've said this, I don't know how many times to you, but these girls, you can't look at them and not see their heart all over the place. I mean, they know that they may not be as talented as everybody else, but I'll tell you, when you look at their face and their faces are red and sweat's pouring down their foreheads and stuff, they know and they understand that they give 100%. When that fourth quarter comes and that game is over, they don't leave anything on the floor. So, and I respect them for that.
I always hate pinpointing individual efforts because it's such a team game. We've talked a lot about your starters. I think Cammie Paskett's done a nice job coming off of the bench for you.
Yeah, Cammie does a great job. Her motor's big. She's a soccer player, and so when you got to run that field and play soccer, right? You got a big motor, and she has a big motor. And Cammie, she does great things for us, and you can see her passion. And I'm glad I get to have her for another year.
We're in conference play. This Cody team you'll see a couple of times. Obviously very talented, one of the best players in the state, and Molly Hayes too. What do you know about Cody?
Yeah, Molly Hayes, she's a beast. There's one thing this team does, Cody. They anticipate passes really good. I told the girls, look, you got to look, you got to square up, you got to make a ball fake before you pass. We cannot skip the ball much. We got to be very cautious of that because, man, they're just like wolves waiting for you to make a mistake. And so we're going to take care of the basketball the best we can. And we'll see how it goes.
All right, Coach, best of luck, and thank you again as always.
Thank you.
Head coach of the Lady Wolverines, Mike Bosner, joining us on the Porter's Tailgate Show. Welcome our audience on 105.1 Jack FM, as well as streaming audio coverage at county10.com. Lady Wolverines taking on the Cody Phillies. Riverton comes into this one 2-9. Cody, the second-rated team in the state, at 6-1 overall. Of course, Cody won the championship last year. They were runners-up in both 2022 and 2021, all under Coach Chris Wagner. Wagner in his fifth year with this Phillies program. Cody's girls knocked off Riverton twice last year. Statistic-wise, looking at team stats, Cody is the leading scoring team in 4 4A girls basketball. They average 59.3 points per game. Riverton is 12th in team offense at 37.5 points per game. Defensively, Cody comes into this sixth best team defense, at least as far as allowing points, at 44.7 points per game. Riverton gives up 54.3 points per game. So Lady Wolverines going to have to improve on those team statistics if they want to hang with Cody tonight. Some of the players to watch, you heard it with Coach Bosner in our Porter's Tailgate Show interview there. Molly Hayes is simply one of the best girls basketball players, if not the best girls basketball player in the state. Gatorade Player of the Year last year as a junior. She's averaging nearly 24 points per game so far. She's also the team's leading rebounder at 7 rebounds per game and 6 steals per game. Molly Hayes wears number 3, and she is a lot of fun to watch. Grace Hayes, her younger sister, is just a freshman, already averaging 9.4 points per game. Ellie Talich, Sophia Radakovich also average about 5.5 points per game. For the Lady Wolverines, Paisley Jackson, the team's leading scorer, 14.5 points per game. Weetu Cloudhorse, averaging now 7.5 points per game. And Haley Ingstrom, the team's leading rebounder, 7.5 boards a game, 5 points per game. Just a few of the names to keep an ear or an eye out for tonight. We're about 3 minutes away from tip-off from Wolverine Gym. Let's take one more time out. When we come back, we've got the national anthem, we've got your starting lineups, and we'll get ready for tip-off. It's Riverton and number 2 Cody from a chilly Rendezvous City. Back in a minute on county10.com and 105.1 Jack FM.
See Allison at lunch today? I'm gonna text her. I'm gonna text Allison.
Hey, hold up, Matt's calling me. Matt's calling me. Hey, we got the food and we're on our way right now. Hey, who's coming, bro?
You're the one that keeps help.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit wyomingeyes.net to learn more.
Watch every RHS all season long on the County 10 YouTube page.
Welcome you back here to Wolverine Gymnasium. We are watching along on County 10's YouTube channel, and for our radio audience, we're going to turn things over to the public address system here in a moment and get the national anthem on the air and on the video, and then we'll listen along with Steve Peck, the longtime voice here at Wolverine Gym, for some of the starting lineups. Riverton cheerleaders have assembled. Both of the ball clubs gathered around their head coaches. Mike Bosner, of course, in his first year with the Lady Wolverines. Chris Wagner has had a whole lot of success with these fillies in his 5th year in the program. Won a state championship last season. We'll get a national anthem here in just a moment, and we will listen in with public address announcer Steve Peck.
A teacher in District 25 at Riverton, mother of 2, recently diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. She's undergoing chemotherapy. 50-50 raffle tickets are for sale throughout both games, with drawings after the 3rd quarter. Get details in the lobby at Wolverine Gym. Fans, please stand for our national anthem sung today by the Riverton High School Choir.
rendition of the Star Spangled Banner presented by the Riverton High School Choir.
Welcome to Wolverine Gym.
Cody Phillies will be introduced to Wolverine fans first. Quite a good contingent of Cody supporters in the gym, too, especially when you consider how icy the roads across Wyoming have been. Phillies will come out looking like this. Number 0 is a sophomore averaging 5.5 points per game. She is Ellie Talich. Number 3 is a senior, the Gatorade Girls Basketball Player of the Year last year and the team's leading scorer, Molly Hayes. She averages 23.7 points per game. Grace Hayes, her younger sister, just a freshman, averaging 9.5 points per game. Grace wears number 11. Sofia Radakovic wears number 15. Radakovic, a junior, averaging 5.5 points per game. And Sydney Simone also gets the start. Simone, a sophomore, number 24, averaging 4.6 points per game. For the Lady Wolverines, Taylin Leesburg, number 1, is a sophomore. Leesburg averages 5 points per game. Number 2, Savannah Morton. Morton, a senior, team's defensive leader. She averages 2 points per ball game. We too, Cloud Horse wears number 11. Cloud Horse, a senior, averaging 7.5 points per game, 6 rebounds per game. Haley Engstrom's number 13, a senior. Engstrom, team's leading rebounder, actually the second leading rebounder, just behind We Two at 7.5 boards per game, 5 points per game. Number 21's Paisley Jackson. Jackson is the team's leading scorer at 14.5 points per game. I'm Jared Anderson, joined by Jason Peterson, our fantastic camera operator, producer extraordinaire, Wyatt Barijka with me as well. Glad you're here. Cody wins the opening tip, and we are underway from Wolverine Gym. First of 2 in a doubleheader here on County10.com and 105.1 Jack FM. Here's Molly Hayes, first touch with the basketball. She'll try a 3. That's no good. Outstanding block out by Savannah Morton for the rebound. Riverton in the home white uniforms, trimmed in cardinal red and black. Cody in the away blue uniforms, trimmed in gold. Always liked the both of these teams' color schemes, but Cody with the away more colorful uniforms, D'ing up in a zone here to start the action. Cloud Horse, mid-range jumper was blocked, and it's taken away by Simone. Sydney races it into the front court as it tipped away from Leesburg behind. Official says there was some contact, so no over and back. There's Hayes, right-hand dribble, running the basketball past the defender, lay it up and in, and she's fouled. That's actually Ellie Talich. I said that was Hayes. That's Ellie. I apologize. Ellie Talich will have the opportunity at the old-fashioned three-point play 58 seconds into the ball game. Ellie's free throw is good, and Cody's off to a 3-0 start. And full court pressure established in backcourt by the Phillies. Riverton breaks it nicely as here's Morton racing into the front court. Tried to throw a pass to a teammate, but it was tipped and taken away by Cody. Now the Phillies race into the front court. Hayes going to lose the handle. Cloud Horse was there to get a hand on it. Jump ball. Possession arrow keeps it with the Phillies. Now they're going to say possession arrow Riverton. I thought the possession arrow down here was pointed the other way, but they will switch it around. Leesburg will break the pressure nicely to a wide-open Cloud Horse, lay it up and in. We too's got the first bucket of the game for the Lady Wolverines. Good job on the press breaker the last 2 times down for the Lady Wolverines. They've struggled with that a lot this season, including a lot on Thursday at East. Here's Hayes, open 3 in the corner. Dish pans out, and rebound gathered in by We Two. Second board of the game for Cloud Horse as Leesburg looks down low. Right side block for Engstrom. Can't get the bucket to go. And rebound gathered in by Molly. Timeout taken by Coach Wagner. Make sure Wyatt's on top of your timeout graphic there for our County10.com YouTube audience. I want to thank Myers Gambles in Lander for our replay. This is what happens when Wyatt's Lander games get canceled and I have a producer. We can do things like have replays on the air. So thanks to Wyatt Barijka. Lander basketball had both of their contests canceled this weekend. They will make up games against Mountain View later in the month at Lander Valley High School. I don't think they'll make up that trip to Jackson. Wyatt shaking his head no. A lot of games across Fremont County and the state have been canceled. This is the only 4A matchup where it's two 4A teams playing each other that was not canceled or postponed. I know there's some interclass basketball and interstate basketball. Back to action, Hayes from the angle shot, no good. Talich saves it, but right to Engstrom. Haley will take it away for the Lady Wolverines. 3-2, Cody in the early going. 5 minutes, 45 seconds to play first quarter. Those scoreboard updates, thanks to our friends at Fremont Chevrolet. Pass taken away by Hayes. Hayes all alone. Cannot hit the layup, though, so Molly cold shooting to start. That very uncharacteristic of her, and Jackson was there. Here's Leesburg spot open for three, in and out, no good, and Engstrom's going to be bumped and fouled on the rebound attempt, so good position, Haley Engstrom. And I know we're just a couple of minutes in here, but Lady Wolverines matching up fairly well here in the early going, getting some boards and breaking the pressure nicely, which was a struggle against Cheyenne East and has been for a lot this season. Coach Bosner said he re-emphasized that in practice yesterday, said they basically just got about an hour shoot around, did not have a very intense practice after a late trip Thursday night home. Really impressed with the fight in these girls, obviously wants better results, but loves that they are scrappy and continue to play no matter what the score is. First possession here for Grace Hayes, who dishes it off to a teammate, lay it up and in. That is Sydney Simone with the bucket. And here's Grace, the steal, lay it up and in backcourt. So a quick 4-point stretch for the Phillies, and they're going to look for more. There's a mishandled pass taken away by Radakovic, and she'll outlet it to Molly. Hayes to Grace. The two sisters there. They have a brother, too. The Cody broadcaster, Chance Bond, told me about the brother went to play quarterback at Idaho State. That's also where the father of the family went to. There's Molly for three, her first points of the ball game, and it's 10-2 Phillies on a 7-0 run. Leesburg into the front court. So the finale to that conversation or that story there is here's Engstrom down the lane, can't get it to go, but she's fouled, is when Molly Hayes signed at Idaho State. Pretty much everybody in the Cody community and around the Hayes family knew that she would become an Idaho State Bengal, and has already signed her letter of intent to play next season in Pocatello. Engstrom to the line for two free throws. First one rattles home, good. I know I've mentioned it on the broadcast several times, but I really love the way Haley plays. She's such a tough post player. She's outsized by a lot of people down low, but Coach Bosner calls her the Bulldog. Second free throw is no good. Weetu's there for the rebound, though. Put back is good, and she's fouled. Weetu Cloud Horse with 4 points, looking for 5 at the line. Quick 3-0 Riverton run. Weetu's got a free throw coming up, too. Cloud Horse toes the mark, lets it fly, and it's nothing but net. So Weetu's got 5 of Riverton's 6 points here early on, midway point of the first quarter on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Left side outside, Molly Hayes wide open, spots up for three, leaves it just short, but she'll hustle her own rebound. Bounce pass in the paint to Talich, can't get it to go. Cloud Horse is there. Coach wanted a over-the-back call, has his hands up in the air. Ball goes out of bounds to Riverton anyhow when a Philly is shaken up on the play. That'll require Coach Wagner coming out. So injury timeout. Let's step aside for a quick break. It's Cody on top of Riverton 10-6. We're back in a minute to Wolverine Gym after this on County10.com and 105.1 Jack FM.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
Wyoming knows hard work. And at Fremont Chevrolet GMC, we know Wyoming. Here, things are just built to last. Over the last 8 decades, we've had one priority: to serve the people of Wyoming. We are dependable. We are your neighbor. We are Wyoming. Visit Fremont Chevrolet GMC in Riverton today.
Injury timeout here at Wolverine Gymnasium. 3:42 remaining first quarter action. It's Cody on top of Riverton 10-6. The injured Cody player continues to be helped on the floor. Riverton coaching staff along with the Cody coaching staff and now the Riverton trainers gathered around. So thoughts with the young lady who is down on the floor. She comes to a sitting position now. That is indeed Molly Hayes, the team's leading scorer that we've raved about here in the pregame show, and you just hate to see that, no matter if it's the leading scorer or the last person off the bench, no matter who it is. You hate to see injuries in sports. So Molly's going to continue to be assessed, but the good news is she's in a sitting position on the floor. Just kind of came down hard on a rebound. I didn't see if she hit her head or not. I know she got tangled up down there, and just an aggressive, tough play for a rebound. No foul, nothing ill intent there for either side. Just a couple of players hustling after the basketball. Let's continue to step aside here for a break while they continue to tend to the injured Molly Hayes. It's 10-6. Cody on top. Actually, Molly's being helped to her feet right now. So let's just hold it right here, and a nice round of applause from both Cody and Riverton fans in attendance. Again, we'll have boys basketball for you after this one. Molly is being helped by a couple of folks off the court, and you love to see the sportsmanship with everybody giving her a round of applause, including the Riverton players. She'll be helped to the locker room, and I know Riverton's got an outstanding training staff that is helping her out, but the good news is Molly stood up and with a little bit of assistance going to make her way into the locker room. So Riverton trailing by 4. It's RHS basketball as we're back to action here, and a loose ball out of bounds. Coach Bosner thought there was a little bit of contact with Ellie Talich, not going to get a call, and it'll go out of bounds back to the Phillies, who will inbound directly in front of Coach Bose. Maddie Boudry checked in for the Phillies after Molly went out. Also, Reagan Moss in for the first time for Cody. Here's Talich. Scoop it to Boudry. Now up top to Grace Hayes. Grace going to spot up for a direct 3 and nail it. Grace Hayes, just a freshman, has 5 points, and it's 13-6. Cody's looking for more. They steal it at midcourt. Now loose ball out of bounds off of Riverton. So Phillies will get to inbound under their own basket. Taylon Leesburg going to come in. Cammie Paskett had checked in for just a few moments. Didn't really get the opportunity to introduce her as she came in right before Molly's injury and will come out. We chatted in the Porter's Tailgate show a little bit about Cammie Paskett and her role from that sixth person position coming off of the bench. Has produced some really nice moments for Riverton. Here's Hayes. Right-hand dribble at the top has Leesburg on her defensively. Now keeps it hot around the perimeter to Boudry. Maddie, dribble it 3 times. Look for a pass down low that's off of a heel and will be taken away by Leesburg. So Riverton in transition with it now. Morton set up the offense, right side, outside. Savannah spins on her defender. Now kind of hook shot pass it to Cloud Horse down low. Get it to draw the contact there. We too couldn't get her shot to go, but she draws the foul. Riverton feeding the paint nicely when they're able to set up the half-court offense so far, and we too's having a good game so far with 5 of Riverton's 6 points. First one is good. We too's got one more. Bo Sheets and the Wolverine boys enter. Had the opportunity, of course, to go to Cheyenne to do the game with them as Cloud Horse thinks them both. Chatted with Coach Sheets right after the game was over. Went to grab fast food. Went into Cheyenne's Chick-fil-A. Coach Sheets was in there. Stopped at a Travel Plaza in Casper. Coach Sheets was in there, so I saw him everywhere I went, and the entire Riverton team. There's a steal from the Lady Wolverines as Cloud Horse racing the distance, stopped from the block, shot way too strong, was well contested, and cleared away by Reagan Moss, just a freshman for the Phillies, putting in some work already. Give it to Simone. Bounce pass it. Now back to Simone. She'll watch some cutters go by. Riverton in the matchup zone defensively. Seen that quite a bit. They've got a couple of different looks defensively, but mainly that 2-3 matchup zone. Simone's shot no good. Leesburg had it for a second, lose the handle. Now still loose and finally knocked out of Ingstrom's hands.
Returning for Cody.
Talent will check back in for Cody. Get you an NFL playoff update here in moments. So spoiler alert, if people don't tape games anymore, Wyatt doesn't know what that means. But in case you're watching on a delay, spoiler alert from the AFC wildcard game where the Cleveland Browns lead the Houston Texans 14-10 early second quarter. Baseline shot is not going to drop, and a traveling violation on Macy Ball, who just checked in a moment ago. Macy made a nice rebound, then got her feet tangled up, fell to the floor, and traveled with it. It's 13-8. Cody on top of the Riverton ladies. Leesburg almost able to gather it in and is going to get it right back. Reagan Moss stole it away, but then traveled with it. Pass for Leesburg was quite a ways in front of her outstretched arms, and she did a nice job to try to gather it in. Here's a good inbound pass to Ingstrom, wide open. Good job, Haley getting free. Good job, Tay Lynn to find her, and it's a 3-point game with 1:22 remaining first quarter. Talich at the top. Give it to Simone. Baseline drive. Now back up top to Grace Hayes. Grace, left hand dribble a couple of times in the lane. Can't get it to go, but she draws contact. That'll be the second team foul, but on the shot will send Grace Hayes to the line.
Second team foul to the line for Cody.
Savannah Morton's first. First free throw was in and out, no good.
Returning for the Wolverines, 11. Cloud Horse.
We two back in for Riverton. Paskett also checks back in. Grace, a 57% free throw shooter. Can't hit either of those. Offensive stick back, though, by Ellie Talich. Got around her defender on the low block and put it back up and in. So neither free throw good, but they'll still get 2 on the rebound. Here's Paskett hustling it into the Riverton front court. Pass in traffic, goes to the floor, and it's pulled out of there by the Phillies. Inside of a minute to play as Hayes on the run, drop it off to Talich. Nice dish by Grace Hayes, and the finish by Ellie, who now has 7. Morton has it poked away from behind. She hustles it down on the baseline, then throws it in traffic, taken away by Ball. Macy, 2-on-1. She'll take it herself in the paint, leave it front rimmed, and we too will make sure Cody's one and done. Riverton down by 7. Cloud Horse got up slowly in backcourt, now is on her feet. Jackson alone for 3. That's no good. Big rebound by Paskett, and she's fouled on the way up. So Cammie will get a turn at the line with 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Cody foul.
Riverton currently trailing by 7.
Second, 5th team foul. To the line for Riverton.
Cammie has only shot 11 free throws on the season so far. First one will sneak in over the front of the rim and good. First point of the day for Cammie.
Cody, 15, Radakovich.
Radakovich returns to the Philly rotation. As second free throw is also good by Cammie Paskett. 5-point game inside of 20 seconds to play first quarter. Cody pushing the tempo. Moss go down low now to Simone for three. That's off the front of the rim, and a long rebound goes out of bounds. Riverton will have the length of the floor to bring it with Boudry returning.
Returning for Cody, 5, Boudry.
They told Tatum Tyra to go check in, then immediately she stood up, said, no, sit back down. They didn't want to sub her in after all. Riverton going to throw it away here. Turnover. Boudry has it at the buzzer, cannot get a shot away. And at the end of one, it's the Cody Phillies 17, the Lady Wolverines 12. We'll take a 60-second timeout, bring you second quarter action after this. You're watching the Lady Wolverines on County 10's YouTube channel and listening on 105.1 Jack FM.
County 10 is your Fremont County news leader. We're everywhere. On the web, mobile, social, and on your radio dial, with all the news you need to feel connected. From sports to board meetings and community features, we work hard to bring you all the latest updates you care about. Visit us today at county10.com. County 10, community connected.
Make your home improvement projects a breeze with Sutherland's, your home improvement experts. Always the right products at the right price. For every project, every day. You can shop and pay online at Sutherlands.com, and we'll get it ready for easy in-store pickup. With the tools and the know-how, you can count on Sutherlands for any job. With over 30,000 items in stock, make your first stop at Sutherland's Home Improvement in Casper and Riverton.
Watch the Wolverines on the County 10 YouTube page.
Riverton High School marching band plays as we're back to action here in the second quarter. Cody on top of Riverton 17-12. Ellie Talich and We2 Cloud Horse tied for game high honors with their respective teams. Both have 7 points so far. Grace Hayes not far behind Talich with 5 points. Cammie Paskett, Haley Engstrom, the other two offensive contributors for Riverton so far. Good dish underneath. Radakovich is alone for two. She'll lay it up and in for the first points here in the second quarter. Paisley tried to connect with that one. Cody take it away, 2-on-1, and the dish to Hayes. She was all alone. Lay it up and in. Grace now with 7. So the first 4 points of the second quarter coming in the first 26 seconds. Cody's going to have another fast break, it looks like. Up ahead to Talich. Grace with the steal and the assist. Ellie Talich has the bucket. Coach Bosner wants a 30-second timeout. Again, appreciate you being here on County 10's YouTube channel, where you can find live video. You can also listen if you're in the vehicle, or if it's just easier to catch the audio broadcast, you can do that on 105.1 Jack FM. Thanks to Porter Supply Company in Riverton, making our tailgate show possible. Also want to thank Perfect Power Electric in Lander, supporting our athletes all over the county on and off the court. Give Perfect Power Electric for all your needs today in the Lander community. Again, the big story here early on in this one is last year's Gatorade Player of the Year girls basketball, and Cody's leading scorer, Molly Hayes, was helped off the floor about 4 minutes into the contest. Came down hard after a rebound, and she has not reappeared out of the locker room since a tough collision. Was down on the floor for 3 or 4 minutes, helped out by the Riverton trainers and coaches. Leesburg is going to be fouled right at midcourt. They tried to trap her and almost had a steal, but official going to give a foul.
Cody fouled 11, Hayes.
It's on Grace Hayes, her first team first here in the second quarter. Jackson right at that midcourt line will give it up to Engstrom. Cody trapping her all the way. Engstrom looks to the paint. Now bounce pass Paisley. Fade away two is no good. And a good block out rebound down low by Simone to take it away for the Phillies. Underneath, Radakovich, off glass two is good. Sydney's got 2 buckets here in the quarter, and Cody in the lead by double digits for the first time, 25-15 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. We've played 1:15 here in quarter number 2. We'll try our best to keep you up to date with some other scores from around the state here as passing traffic again taken away by Cody. Just some unforced errors by Riverton here to start the quarter. Off glass 2 is good for Talich, who now is the first player of the game in double digits. Ellie has 11. Kicked basketball into the front row of a couple of young spectators.
Substitution for Riverton, 24, Tyra.
Tatum Tyra checks in for the first time. A Riverton sophomore adds a little bit of height down low. Tyra's also had some fun moments off the bench. As those kids got the basketball in the front row, I flashed back to the game in Laramie we did where the boys game, Parker Paxton was flying into the front row and took out a very young spectator unintentionally, knocking him into the second row, and then Parker, in true good guy fashion, helped the kid up and made sure the kid was okay. Here's Leesburg stuffed on a shot from the right side. Rebound putback was no good. Tyra had it, but is on the baseline out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Phillies. Defending state champions, Cody started the year 6-1. They were undefeated last year. And then the previous 2 seasons, they were runner-ups in the state. Lost to Cheyenne East in those championship games. Cheyenne East finished 3rd last year. Wide open underneath. Good look to find Reagan Moss open for 2. Reagan's first points. She is the 6th Philly to score so far. And here's Talich with a steal at midcourt. Left side, can't get it. Is fouled by Leesburg, though. So Ellie Talich will go to the line. Ellie, a 50% free throw shooter coming into the game. 11-22 at the line.
First team foul.
First for Ellie is good. Savannah Morton going to return to the Riverton lineup. Timbri Mathill was in for a moment. Now Timbri will check out. Second is also good. Cody has outscored Riverton this quarter 14-0. A lot of pressure, and it feels like they've changed up what they do right around half court, because I don't know if Riverton's really gotten it past in control about the midcourt stripe here in the last 2:45. Here's Hayes' long 3, skims off to the right. Putback is no good by Talich. May have been altered by Leesburg. Cody going to keep it alive, though. Here's Moss go up strong with it, and she'll be bodied up and fouled. A couple of free throws straight ahead.
Riverton foul, 2. Morton, her second team.
Savannah picked up her second. That was the second team foul on Riverton of the quarter, too. Wyatt, do you like the new free throw rule? You don't like it? It's okay. I like it a lot. I think it keeps the game moving.
23, Simone. Riverton 12, Haskins.
One more free throw is on the way. That one no good. So Moss hits 1 of 2, and it's Cody 32, Riverton 12. A 20-point Philly advantage. They started this quarter up by 5. And we still have 4:48 to play second quarter, so this run coming very fast by this Phillies team. 3 in the corner, not going to drop for Simone, and Tyra gathers it in, but then takes steps. Took the pivot foot just a little bit too far, kept sliding, and Tatum will check out. Ritu comes back in after a quick rest. Moss under into the right of the Philly hoop, looking, and we'll get it into Ball for the mid-range 2. Drain it, Macy Ball, the 7th Philly to score now. And the run continues for Cody. Riverton still has not scored this quarter. Leesburg zigging and zagging. Nice look to Ingstrom. Use the window up and in. So Riverton's first points of the quarter come at the 4:18 mark. And it's back to a 20-point deficit. Talich at the top. Skip pass underneath for Moss. She's actually Simone. She's swatted out of there but kept alive by Cody for a second. Now they're going to throw it in backcourt, and that one's going to roll all the way to the baseline where it'll be a Riverton basketball. It's going to keep going out the door into the lobby, in fact, of Riverton High School. See Sydney Simone check back in. Riley and Sydney, the two Simones. Here's Engstrom left alone again, lay it up and in. It's like they've fallen asleep down low on Haley, or she's just found a way to sneak in behind that zone. Haley's got all 4 points for Riverton here in the second quarter. Loose ball turnover taken away by Paisley. Jackson wants to push the tempo. Paisley one-on-one is blocked out of bounds. Stays Riverton basketball. Good job hustling back defensively by this Philly squad. If you're watching along on the County 10 YouTube channel, always encourage you to interact with us. Feel free to drop a comment as Cloud Horse will bank it in from beyond the free throw line. Anyway it goes in, it counts, and We2's got 9. Leading scorer for the Lady Wolverines, Haley Engstrom, has 4 this quarter. She's got 7 in the game. Sneaking behind the defense was Riley Simone. Couldn't get it to go, but she's fouled. Riley will head to the line. And it's on Paisley, her first. Third team foul here in the second quarter.
The line for Cody, 23, Simone. 2 shots.
First one is no good. She'll get one more try at it. Thanks to Sutherland's in Riverton, they've got what you need for every project. Stop by Sutherland's at North Federal. Wishing the Wolverines and Lady Wolverines good luck. Second one is good. That puts Cody back up 35-18. 3:10 remaining first half action. Paskett tried to feed the paint, knocked away by a Cody defender. I think that went off a Macy Ball's left leg out of bounds. Jared Anderson here, Jason Peterson running the camera, Wyatt Barijka, our producer extraordinaire, County 10 sports director, joining us here. Ball out of bounds, stays Riverton basketball. Give a shout out to my guy Lewis Fancher down there on the baseline who retrieved that basketball. I was also listening in with the headset, so shout out to Louie. Ball knocked out of bounds, stays Riverton ball again. 3:01 remaining second quarter action. Second quarter started at 17-12. Cody's extended it now 35-18. Jackson high arcing 3, doesn't draw anything, and it'll bounce out of bounds. Next up for these Riverton teams, a road trip next Friday to Rock Springs. Girls play at 5 o'clock, boys at 6:30. Riverton will be right back here at Wolverine Gym on next Saturday, a week from today, when they take on Kelly Walsh. So if you're not doing anything next Saturday, come cheer on RHS. In fact, if you can make it to the gym, still plenty of basketball here and a whole nother half of girls action, and boys coming up around 4:30 or so. Give or take a few moments there. It's warm inside, I can tell you that. Here's a 3-second violation. I don't know if I've seen one of those this season. 3-second violation on Cody. We'll send it back to Riverton. 2:32 to play, second quarter now. Pressure again from Cody all over the floor. Leesburg with the left-hand dribble will work it across the timeline as 2 defenders on her. Now Paisley will spot up for a 3. That's no good, too strong. Tipped to Cloudhorse, though. We2 will reset the Riverton offense. Reload to Engstrom with it now. Haley, high post to Jackson. Jackson bounce pass to Cloudhorse. Good ball movement, and We2's in double digits with 11. It's down to a 15-point game. 1:55 clock ticking second quarter. 3 is put up by Simone. She's going to drain it. Riley Simone has 3. Timeout asked for by Coach Wagner. It is a full timeout, so let's catch a break with him. 1:46 to play second quarter. It's Cody 38, Riverton 20. Back in a minute on county10.com and 105.1 Jack FM.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it just might have saved her life.
This is Maven, award-winning optics for the adventurous. From binoculars to spotting scope, Maven has you covered. Be prepared for scouting, wildlife watching, or any outdoor adventure. As a proud sponsor of local high school sports, we wish all the Fremont County athletes the best of luck this season. Visit mavenbuild.com for more information and to order. Maven, discover something new.
After the Cody timeout, 1:46 remaining second quarter here from Wolverine Gymnasium. Phillies on top of the Lady Wolverines by 18. Riverton put together a pretty solid first quarter. We're down by 5 at the end of it, but did some things well, and the second quarter has just been dominated by the Phillies. Knocked away out of bounds to Riverton. Phillies had defensive pressure in the first quarter. It does look like they've changed up sort of the pressure strategy and have trapped Riverton a lot right at the midcourt center area. Riverton still working in backcourt. Pass for Jackson. She launches and grabs it. Riverton trying to set up the half-court offense, and another turnover pass to Radakovich. Bounce pass to Hayes. Got it to go. Good job from Grace Hayes, who was off balance on the runner, and she gets it. Long pass is saved along the inline by Simone nicely and taken away. Grace from the Wolverine pod didn't draw anything for 3 out of bounds with 1:01 remaining second quarter. (40-20). Cody on top. Leesburg to Cloud Horse across the time stripe. Cloud Horse is bodied up. Radakovich got a hand on the ball, but hit her with the body first, and We Too's going to go to the charity stripe. Cloud Horse is the leading scorer on the afternoon so far for Riverton with 11 points.
Second team foul. The line for Riverton, 11, Cloud Horse.
Cloud Horse, a 61% foul shooter. First is good. Last Thursday, a week from the Cheyenne East games, the previous trip to Cheyenne, Riverton got a 22-point effort from We Too Cloud Horse, by far her best offensive game of the season. Radakovich down low after Cloud Horse missed the second one. Talich get it to drop. That was a 3 from Ellie Talich, and now Ellie has game-high honors at 16. A long pass intended for Cloud Horse is way out of her grasp. Coach Bosner saying settle down, trying to get some of the nerves out from his team. 25 seconds remaining in the half. Cody basketball. A 22-point lead. Boudry to Radakovich underneath. This Cody team is such good, crisp passers. They share the basketball really well, make the extra pass to look for the open shooter, and they found her again, and here's another pass out of bounds. Riverton broke the press nicely that time, could not set anything up in the half court, and out of bounds back to Cody. Phillies again just dominating this second quarter. Here's Hayes from beyond half court at the buzzer. That's no good. And so at the half, it's the Phillies on top, 45-21. Riverton had it at just a 5-point deficit starting the quarter, but really piling it on there the last 8 minutes, the Cody Phillies. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get into the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show, made possible by the Wyoming Department of Transportation. At the half, we'll take a look at some individual scoring numbers. We're also going to work to get you a couple of other scores of interest. Wyoming Cowboy basketball going on right now. I'll update you there, update you on the NFL playoffs too. You are watching the Lady Wolverines on County 10's YouTube channel and listening to audio coverage on 105.1 Jack FM.
Mobile, social, and on your radio dial, with all the news you need to feel connected. From sports to board meetings and community features, we work hard to bring you all the latest updates you care about. Visit us today at county10.com. County 10, community connected.
This guy was driving way over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a lot over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a little over the speed limit. Look at the damage.
Redden, Kane & Associates, CPAs is your go-to source for tax, financial, and business solutions. Our experienced professionals are trusted and know the numbers. We're dedicated to providing personalized attention to each of our clients. Whether you're an individual or a business, we're here to help with all your accounting needs. Let us do the math for you. Stop in or visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more.
Elevate. Back to the ball game. Here's the voice of Riverton Sports, Jared Anderson.
We've reached the intermission in the first of two from Wolverine Gym today. Girls basketball sees the Cody Phillies on top of the Riverton Wolverines 45-21. Aside from a big second quarter from Cody, the story of the game certainly so far has been the Molly Hayes injury. Team's leading scorer, one of the best girls basketball players in the state, went down hard on a hard-fought rebound and was down on the court for a few minutes, helped to her feet, and then was helped to the locker room. She has not reemerged here. That was about 4 minutes into the ball game, so wishing Molly Hayes all the best there. Cody finding some other contributors, though, that is for sure. Let me make sure I have this stat right. They have 8 that have scored so far in the contest, and they are led by Ellie Talich with 16 points, including that three-pointer late in the second quarter. So Ellie Talich, Cody's leading scorer at 16. She averages just 5.5 points per game, so she's definitely going to improve upon that. We may get some fun halftime festivities here today. I don't know if they're doing this between games or maybe at half. I think we're going to do this right now. There is a fundraiser going on for Mrs. Wright in the Riverton community, who received a tough cancer diagnosis recently, and the fundraising efforts from this halftime toss are going back to the Wright family. And basically they're letting some youngsters who purchased frogs and lizards, little frogs and lizards, not live frogs and lizards, I should point that out first, but they're going to try to attempt to slingshot those toys into a bucket here at the half. And of course, all of the funds are going back to the Wright family, which we love to see in communities like this, small towns rallying around folks that have received tough diagnoses. And I think we're going to do that again at halftime of the boys' game, so hopefully some more donations come in. There's also a 50-50 raffle tonight to benefit the Wright family as well. So if you're on your way up here and you've got a few extra bucks to help out a community member in need, you can certainly do that. At the intermission, it's 45-21. And again, I mentioned Ellie Talich with 16 to lead the way for the Cody Phillies. I was distracted there by the lizard toss, so I'll get back to individual stats. 9 points for Grace Hayes, the freshman, with 9. Then it goes 6 points for Sofia Radakovic, and a lot of different contributors. 4 points for Riley Simone, 3 points for Molly Hayes. She hit a three-pointer before she was injured. 2 points for Sydney Simone, and 2 points for Macy Ball. Lady Wolverines led in scoring by We2 Cloudhorse. Cloudhorse has a dozen right now, including 5 of 6 at the free throw line for We2. Haley Ingstrom has 7 points, 2 points for Cami Paskett. So 8 contributors offensively for Cody here in the first half, just 3 for the Lady Wolverines. And again, I thought Riverton had a pretty solid first quarter together there. They trailed 17-12, but Cody just piling it on there in the second quarter, 45-21. Taking a look at some of the other games of interest here for you right now. Fresno State and Wyoming doing battle with about 4.5 minutes remaining. It's Fresno State leading the Pokes 60-58. If you're interested, Cowboy basketball is always on our sister station, KOVE, 1330 AM, 107.7 FM. Cowgirls are back in action on Wednesday from New Mexico in the pits. We'll have Cowgirl basketball for you too over on KOVE. Score of interests from the Little Six tournament in DuBois. Varsity action. DuBois knocked off Arvada Clermont 60-21. JV action saw Fort Washakie beat DuBois 64-52. Thank you to Jason Kinsler for that report, via our sports guy Wyatt Marichka for passing that along. A lot of Fremont County teams, of course, not in action this weekend. Roads prohibiting quite a bit of travel. DuBois continues to host that Little Six tournament. I know Shoshone and Burns were going to meet in Douglas yesterday. That game was canceled. Lander was going to be in Jackson today. That was canceled. Wind River may have been about the only small school Fremont County team, aside from DuBois and Fort Washakie, to have traveled across the states, and they're at the Bighorn Basin tournament in Cowley and Powell. Wyatt, do you have anything to add on the Fremont County schedule? Flip your mic down. We'll get Wyatt on the air here in a second. First, we got to plug him in.
Just because to say the Bighorn Shootout, Wind River was the only girls team to go, and then the teams that were going to participate for the boys went. St. Stephen's, though, did pull out for the boys' side of that tournament.
Certainly understandable with some tough travel conditions, but roads generally are open. I saw 80 shut down for a while yesterday, but they're in okay shape, though I am glad that trip for me to Cheyenne was on Thursday, right before the wind and the snow really hit. So Wyatt will have more Lander basketball here as the month continues next week. What's your schedule next week with Lander basketball, Wyatt? You don't know? Okay. Well, we'll make up some games, and you can listen to them over on KOVE, as well as streaming video coverage on County 10's YouTube channel. Of course, NFL playoffs going on. I promised you I'd keep you up to date on this game, just in case you're glued to Riverton basketball wanting the updates. Just before the half, the Houston Texans have built a 10-point lead on the Cleveland Browns, now 24-14. And, of course, you've got the Chiefs and the Dolphins coming up later tonight. It's about as cold in Kansas City as it is here in Fremont County. The high temperature in Kansas City is going to be like 5 degrees, they say today. So that game coming up tonight. That is, I think, a 6 o'clock kickoff. Yeah, Steelers and Bills that we're going to be on tomorrow morning. They have been moved to 2:30 on Monday. So 2 games tomorrow. Packers at the Cowboys, a 2:30 start. Rams at the Lions will be a 6 o'clock start on Sunday. And then we get 2 games on Monday now with the Bills and the Steelers, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Philadelphia Eagles on MLK Day Monday. I know a lot of Wyoming folks going to be watching along. Excited to see what Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills can do. We're at the half here from Wolverine Gym. It's 45-21, thanks to the Wyoming Department of Transportation, reminding you to buckle up for life. No matter how far or short your trip is across Wyoming, seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every trip, every time. Thanks to YDOT, making our halftime show possible. Cody 45, Riverton 21. We're back in a minute to get the second half underway on county10.com and 105.1 Jack FM.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Central Bank and Trust is a local bank that is focused on technology and convenience. We have a simpler online mortgage application process. You can use your computer or mobile device to upload required documents and sign them online. We have a variety of personal and business banking services. Stop in or visit centralbanktrust.com. We live here. We work here.
Find more Fremont County sports coverage on the County 10 Sports Podcast.
Welcome you back into Wolverine Gymnasium. Thanks again to the Wyoming Department of Transportation, reminding you to buckle up for life, Wyoming, making our halftime coverage possible. It's Cody on top of Riverton, 45-21. Jared Anderson here, joined by producer Wyatt Barijka and camera operator Jason Peterson. Full crew. It's been a while since I've had both of you guys back around, so appreciate you both being here. And thanks to everybody watching along on County 10's YouTube channel, as well as listening on 105.1 Jack FM, which, by the way, it's 4 o'clock. KTUG Hudson Lander Riverton. Be Riverton basketball here to start quarter number 3. Taylin Leesburg, Savannah Morton, Paisley Jackson, Haley Engstrom, We2 Cloud Horse. Same starters for Riverton. Will be one new starter for Cody, as we still have not seen Molly Hayes return. It's Maddie Boudry who gets the start in place of Molly. Leesburg, mid-range jumper, can't get it to go, but she's slapped across the arm and fouled. And Taylin looking for her first points on the afternoon will go to the line. Leesburg, one of the team's better free throw shooters at 75%.
First team foul.
Sophomore to the stripe. First one will sneak in over the front of the rim. Riverton football coach Mark Lenhart in attendance here, in a pretty solid crowd all around Wolverine Gym on a really, really cold day in Riverton. I promise you, though, if you're thinking about coming to the boys' game, it is warm inside of the gym. Leesburg has 2 points as she knocks down both free throws. Just underway here, third quarter. Ball tipped and stays with Cody out of bounds. Grace Hayes will be the trigger person. Under into the right of the Philly hoop. Surveys the floor. Get it to Simone, who takes it on the dribble now. Right back to Grace, who's open in the corner for 3. Shot no good. Sailed over the rim and grabbed by Engstrom. Haley will outlet to Leesburg, who trots it up the floor. Right side Jackson, square to the basket. Now is going to take it to the dribble. Uses screen. Right-hand runner is no good. Gets her own rebound. Put back, high arcing. Got it to drop. Paisley's first points of the game. I don't know if I've seen a half this season that Paisley hasn't scored, and I wasn't going to harp on it, but it's good if you're a Riverton fan to see her back into the positive scoring column. Played a minute here in the third quarter. It's a 20-point Cody lead. Grace trying to make it 23 and front rimmed it no good. Long rebound tipped to Paisley, up ahead to Morton, ahead of the pack, lay it up and in. Savannah Morton has 2. So at halftime, I mentioned there were only 3 Lady Wolverines that have scored. Now all of a sudden we've got 5. Good start to the third quarter for Riverton. Hayes put it on the floor once. Look for Simone in the corner. She'll let it go. That's no good off the back of the rim, and a good rebound by Engstrom. Good position by Haley. Leesburg, right side outside to Jackson. Paisley way away from the arc with it. We'll skip pass it to Leesburg now for three. That's no good. Rebound tipped. Goes through a few different hands and taken away by Simone. Cody's got numbers. Good bounce pass. Can't finish, though, can Ellie Talich. Cloud Horse way ahead of the pack to Jackson, who tried to hustle it down around the baseline, and she was unable to come up with it.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Cody.
30-second timeout by Coach Wagner, and it's Cody Phillies. 6:05 to play third quarter. It's Cody on top of Riverton, 45-27. It has been a 6-0 run here by Riverton to start the third quarter. Riverton High School marching band plays on as we wish Wyoming 4x4 a thank you for making these broadcasts possible. Wyoming 4x4 wishes all Fremont County athletes the best of luck. They're located north of Riverton, one-stop shop for all your vehicle upgrades. They've got lifts, they've got bumpers, they've got bed liners. Give Wyoming 4x4 a call. Cody basketball with the length of the floor to go. Thought we saw a sub come in there during the timeout, but I don't see anybody new on the court now, so maybe not. Talich, right side outside. Hayes, skip pass, looking to get it back to Talich. Go past one on the baseline. Can't finish her shot, but she does draw the contact, and she will go to the free throw stripe. Ellie Talich, game's leading scorer so far with 16 points.
First team foul to the line for Cody, 0, Talich.
First one for Ellie is good. Talich, just a sophomore, and she averages 5.5 points per game coming into this one. That average is going to go way up here with a chance at her 18th point of the afternoon right here. That one is good. So, again, the unfortunate injury to Molly Hayes, but Ellie Talich steps in and says, I'll pick up the slack offensively, and is having herself a great afternoon. There's Paskett, double-teamed right along the half-court stripe. Give it to Paisley. Paisley wanted to pull up from a long two, but now she'll hand back to Leesburg. Jackson had a couple of defenders on her. Leesburg travels. A 20-point Philly lead with 5:20 to play third quarter. Riverton back in that matchup zone defensively. 2-3 matchup. Radakovich has it swatted away, taken away. Here comes Paisley. Jackson keeps it on the dribble. Tried to hand it off to Cammie Paskett, but Hayes was there to take it away. Hayes to Talich, one-on-one, and a foul on Tay Lynn, I think on the floor before she got the shot to go.
Riverton foul, 1, Leesburg.
Foul will be on the floor. That's Tay Lynn's second. Hayes had an open teammate for a second. It's Talich again, who was open and got it partially blocked as soon as she gathered it in. Had some trouble handling the basketball, and when she went up, was swatted away ultimately off of her. Now here's a steal from Grace. The distance right-hand layup is good. Grace Hayes has 11. 49-27, Phillies on top here. And again, this is the first game of the season in conference quad play. Steal again by Radakovich. Up ahead to Talich. Good ball movement from this Cody team. That's Radakovich who finished it off.
Radakovich.
And Coach Bosner wants a 30-second timeout now to try to settle his troops down a little bit. Riverton started the third quarter really well. You want me to take a timeout, Wyatt? Is that what you're asking? All right. Well, producer Wyatt wants a 30-second timeout. 4:20 to play third quarter. It's 51-27. back in half a minute on county10.com and 105.1 Jack FM.
Welcome to High Country Hearing Centers, your source for superior hearing healthcare. We've been supporting Wyoming families since 1979, and we're proud to be a part of your community. We believe in the importance of hearing health for every aspect of your life, including your favorite sports. With our help, you'll hear every cheer from the stands and never miss a play. Visit us for a free hearing test and consultation. High Country Hearing Centers, serving Wyoming families.
Quarter. Still time to buy tickets.
4:20 remaining third quarter. It's Phillies 51, Lady Wolverines 27. Boys game coming up about 10 minutes following this one. Foul right on the inbound as Paisley Jackson gets slammed to the deck. It's going to be on Macy Ball.
Cody foul 4.
The official at the score desk had a long explanation for that one and then finally said foul on Blue 4. Tyra returns. Mathill also returns to the Riverton lineup. First time we've seen them this half. Here's Paskett in backcourt. Cammie is double team, looking for some help. It comes from Engstrom, and Haley will break the timeline. Good pass, Mathill down to Tyra. Cannot finish the layup, unfortunately, but Timbri Mathill with a good look. Here's Cody hustling it the other way. That's Boudry. Shot was no good, missed everything, then knocked away out of bounds off of the Phillies' last. Cody 6-1 on the season, second-rated team in the WyoPreps.com Coaches and Media Poll. Only other team to receive more votes was Cheyenne East. Riverton saw them on Thursday, fell 50-35. Jackson from the elbow, shot no good. Rebound by Radakovic. Up ahead, Boudry. Bounce pass in transition for Simone. Lay it up and in. Great pass, Maddie Boudry. Foul in backcourt will be tacked onto the Cody foul total. That time it's... No, they're going to say Riverton foul. I thought that was going the other way. Paisley Jackson picks up her second instead. So Cody possession. Hayes at the top with it. 3.5 to play third quarter on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Simone spots up for an open corner three, in and out. Well, that was down for a second, came back out, knocked out of bounds off of a Wolverine paw last. We'll go back to the Phillies. Hayes surveys the floor, still looking, got it somehow to Talich, who gave it right back to Hayes. Shot from the corner was no good, second chance no good, and Tyra will clear away the glass. Paskett is leveled in backcourt. Hard collision there, and Cammie will bounce back up. That was Reagan Moss, who collided with her, picks up her second foul, and Reagan was right there to check on Cammie to make sure she was okay, hustling for the basketball. Full court press slapped on by Coach Wagner and his Phillies. Mathill, right hand scoop shot is good. Leesburg with a nice assist. Hayes put it on the floor, split the defenders, bounce pass to Radakovic. That's pretty. Sofia Radakovic joins the double-digit club with 10. She is the third Cody player in doubles. Ellie's got 18, Grace Hayes with 11. Now Radakovic with those 10 as Leesburg draws some more contact, and Taylin will head to the charity stripe. Leesburg, again, one of the better free throw shooters for Riverton, 75% so far this season. Want to thank Eyes on Fremont, wishing the Lady Wolverines good luck. Eyes on Fremont's at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, your local optometrist. Leesburg's first free throw is good. I don't want to put the jinx on her, so I'll wait until this free throw is launched to give you her stats on the day so far. knocks that one in too. She is 100% from the line at 4 for 4, so that good average is improving even more. Cloud Horse and Jackson will return. You can almost hear Coach Mike Bosner in the mic saying, stop the dribble penetration. Moss holds it at the top. Now Talich runs the perimeter. Cody looking for that inside-outside game, and a pass is intercepted, taken away by Jackson. Here's Paisley. Switch the hands in backcourt, and an offensive foul. She pushed off. Paisley's third.
Riverton foul. 21, Jackson. The third. Fourth team foul.
Coach continues to work the officiating. Timeout, full timeout asked for by Coach Wagner. 2:14 remaining third quarter. It's Cody 55, Riverton 31. We're back in 60 seconds on County 10's YouTube channel and 105.1 Jack FM.
Looking for an upgrade to your vehicle? Wyoming 4x4 is the place to go for all your upgrade needs. From lift kits to bumpers, grill guards to bed liners, we've got everything you need to take your ride to the next level. We use top brands for our bumpers like Fab 4s, Ranch Hand, and Road and more. So get your vehicle ready and stop at Wyoming 4x4 or give Dan a call at 307-857-3175.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion in the Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
Read all about the Fremont County Sports Weekend at county10.com.
2 minutes, 14 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard says Cody on top of the Lady Wolverines, 55-31. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson, Wyatt Barijka, the broadcast crew. Here's Taylon Leesburg, a steal in transition, gets it knocked away out of bounds off of Leesburg last. Taylon with a great play defensively. Had two defenders on her when she tried to get to the basket and knocked it away out of bounds. Hayes trots it across the half-court stripe. Give you a Wyoming Cowboy update here momentarily. Fun one for the Pokes. Ball knocked out of bounds back to Riverton. Wyoming Cowboys have knocked off Fresno State in a much-needed conference win. Pokes pass the Bulldogs 68-67. Post-game coverage right now over on KOVE. Leesburg at the top. It's Talich with the interception, who gives it right back to Morton. Savannah. Pass somehow gets to Weetu Cloudhorse through traffic, and Weetu's blocked and fouled. That's going to be the second on Macy Ball.
Cody foul 4, Ball. Your second. 5th team foul.
That is the 5th team foul as well. So free throws for the next 132 for Riverton. Weetu's got 2 attempts. First is going to rattle around and fall out. No good. Cloudhorse with 12 points on the afternoon. She came into this game averaging 7.5 points per game and 6 rebounds per game. Second free throw is good. See 3 new Cody substitutions come in, including Sydney Simone. Maddie Boudreau is back. Simone in the corner. Snap a nice pass underneath to Ball, up and in. Maddie Ball, just a freshman, used her height to her advantage and got that one to drop off the window. Morton, left side, outside on the dribble. Give it to Leesburg. Now high post they go to Cloudhorse. Cloudhorse gets pushed again, and Weetu was at the line last trip down. She's going to go back to the free throw stripe. 2 more attempts for Weetu, who's got 13 on the afternoon.
Third. To the line for Riverton, 11, Clown Horse.
We're going to see Callie Merritt check in for the first time after this free throw for Cody, as Weetu gets the first one to drop. Haley Engstrom back in as Tatum Tyra comes out.
34, Merritt. For Riverton, 13, Engstrom.
Second for Cloud Horse is a swish. Weetu by far the leading scorer for Riverton with 15 points now as we close in on 1 minute remaining third quarter. New into the game, Merritt drives the baseline, knocked away by Wolverine defender out of bounds. Talich will throw it in on a lob from Merritt. Merritt stop at the free throw line, tried to get it to Radakovic, knocked to the floor. Radakovic somehow saves it back to Merritt. Now Simone at the free throw line, turns and hands back to Sydney Simone. Sydney, give it up to Riley Simone, right side outside to Merritt. Cody wasting a few seconds here in the third quarter, knocked out of bounds off of Mathil. Seen a couple of really good hustle plays. Timbri Mathil off of the bench. This Riverton girls sophomore class is pretty talented. Leesburg, of course, a sophomore who gets the start. Radakovic turnaround, 2 in the paint is good, and she's fouled. Sophia's got a dozen, and she'll go to the line for 1 more. Leesburg is sophomore, and then you see contributions from Timbri Mathil, Tatum Tyra, and Lexi Taylor, all sophomores off of the bench. 4 of the 5 Lady Wolverine starters are seniors. Free throw is no good. A long fight for the rebound, comes to the baseline, finally gathered in by Mathil. Now she'll give it up to Engstrom, who corrals the dribble and gives it to Morton. Savannah works it up the floor, left side around the perimeter to Timbri. Mathil take it to the drive, split the defender, scoop up a tough shot, couldn't get it to go. Really pretty getting there. Unfortunately couldn't finish. Boudreau, or Boudry I should say, knocked out of bounds. And Kemi Paskett will check back in. Just 3.8 seconds remaining here, third quarter. Inbound to Simone. 3 is not going to drop. They won't get a second chance at it before the buzzer. So after 3 quarters of play, it's the Cody Phillies comfortably in front, 59-34. Come on back for the final 8 minutes with us on County 10's YouTube channel and 105.1 Jack FM.
Why do we enforce seatbelt laws? Because in real life, you don't get a second chance.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Your home for RHS basketball all season long. 105.1 Jack FM.
Fourth quarter is set to begin from Riverton High School. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson, Wyatt Barijka, our broadcast crew on a freezing cold Saturday afternoon. Cody on top of Riverton, 59-34 as we're back to action here in the fourth quarter. Cody basketball. Hayes has it at the free throw line. Pivot around. Now look underneath the basket. Radakovic turnaround 2 off glass, takes a victory lap and drops. Sophia's got 14 and has just taken over down low here, especially in the second half. Leesburg at the top, crossover dribble, trying to get free. Wanted Cloud Horse, but Radakovic there again, this time on the defensive end. There's Talich through the lane, bumped and fouled. Nice dish to her as Cody continues to share the basketball very well.
Riverton foul, 2, Morton.
That's Savannah Morton's 4th personal.
Cody, 0, Talich.
And I think we'll see Savannah check out after the free throw. Talich's first is good. Ellie's got 19. And enter Cami Paskett after Savannah's 4th. One more for Ellie. That will drop. And Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard now goes 63-34. Phillies comfortably in front. Was 17-12 at the end of the first quarter, 45-21 in the second quarter. The halftime score, and another pass taken away. There's Talich. Nice move, some hesitation, lay it off the window. Ellie now with 22, including the last 4. Paskett at the top has Hayes on her defensively. Send it to Jackson on the right side. Jackson looking to get it in the paint, is going to throw it right to Riley Simone. Simone the interception, and a foul in backcourt against Grace Hayes as they tried to double team her and get a trap in backcourt.
Riverton foul, 12, Paskett.
And it's on Cami, her first. Texans lead the Browns in the third quarter, 24-14. Look underneath, and a foul, 3-second violation before Cody could get the shot away. Second time we've seen the Phillies whistled for a 3 in the key. Crowd continues to file in here to Wolverine Gym in anticipation of varsity boys action, which will be getting underway a little bit later than anticipated. Was projected to be a 4:30 start time. Ball off of Riverton out of bounds, back to the Phillies. We are definitely not going to make that 4:30 start time as we stare at 4:27 right now, and still 6:07 of girls game time remaining. Talich will send it to Boudry. Look underneath for Simone, is rejected by Cloud Horse. Radakovic had it for a second, but Leesburg will snatch it away from her. And then stolen right back. Ellie Talich has a 2-on-1. She'll give it up to a teammate who gives it right back to her. Hayes and Talich complemented each other nicely. Passed it twice. Talich finished it off. And she's got 24. Tipped out of bounds, stays Riverton basketball. Mathil and Tyra return for Riverton. Paskett
24, Tyra.
And Cloud Horse check out. Leesburg from under her basket, inbounds to Ingstrom up top. Right side, Paisley backs in on the dribble, try an off-balance shot, get it to drop. Paisley Jackson with just her 4th point of the contest. She averages nearly 15 points per game, has been held to just 4 so far. There's Talich. And to Paisley's credit, she hasn't shot a lot either, hasn't had a lot of opportunities at points. 3 was no good, kept alive. Put back is going to drop, though.
Talich.
That's Talich again, who pointed to a teammate. I think that might have been Radakovic who fed her the basketball, and she made sure to point to the assister, if that's a term. You ever use that in a broadcast, Wyatt? Assister? It's because you're better than me. Paisley Jackson picks up her fourth. Paisley's going to check out, so is Leesburg. Savannah Morton comes in. Cami Paskett also returns. 4:35 remaining in the contest. Barring a massive comeback, Cody looking for their 7th win on the season. Radakovic, inside-outside game. Just those crisp, nice passes from Cody all over the floor. They're going to kill a few seconds here. At the top, it's Hayes to Simone. Mid-range 2 is no good. Radakovic, offensive rebound, is blocked by Tyra, but kept alive by CHS. Radakovic will use the glass this time. Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound. 3rd chance here for Cody. And guess who? Ellie Talich. I think Steve Peck, the PA announcer, might have said Talich more than the Talich family has said Talich tonight. Free throws coming for Timbri Mathil. She was bumped and fouled by Radakovic. That's Sophia's 3rd. That's the first team foul on Cody of the quarter, as Timbri's first free throw is short, no good. I've seen a lot of Mathil free throws. Coming into this game, she was 5 of 8, so 5 of 9 now for Timbri. Has a bucket on the day, trying to get her 3rd point right here. Timbri toes the mark. Lets that second free throw fly, and that one will stay out as well. Engstrom keeps it alive for Riverton. She's swarmed on the baseline. Got to hurry out of there, and she will. She runs it all the way into backcourt. Over and back violation. .341 remaining in the contest. It'll be Cody basketball. Boudry across the time stripe, right side outside Simone, back to Boudry. They'll play catch at the top. Here's Ball, the freshman, can't get it to go. Off balance shot was no good, and rebound by Engstrom, doing some work there on the board per usual. Give it to Morton, Savannah to Timbri, Mathil, lob to the paint to Tyra, sophomore to sophomore, and Tatum is tied up. Possession arrow this time, says Riverton.
Fans will have our 50-50 prize drawing at the next timeout.
Engstrom under the Riverton basket. Bounce pass to Mathil, who's tied up. Possession arrow going to give it right back to Cody. So Riverton right now in jeopardy of falling to 2-10 on the season. And we knew they had their work cut out for them this week in particular. They played number 1 Cheyenne East 2 days ago, number 2 Cody today. Ball will try a corner 3, no good. Long rebound comes back to her, goes up, can't get it, but she draws the contact and will head to the charity stripe. So Macy Ball, a freshman, will go to the line. That foul on Tyra is Tatum's first.
To the line for Cody for Ball.
First is good for Macy. Coming into the game, Macy had only shot 6 free throws.
Leesburg, 11. Cloud Horse.
There have been 8 different Phillies to score. The only Cody player who has had significant playing time that hasn't scored, as Macy hits them both, is Maddie Boudry. Molly Hayes left 4 minutes into the contest with an injury after hustling for a rebound. She does have 3 points, though. Hit a 3-pointer in the first quarter. 3 was off the mark for Riverton. Rebound taken away by Reagan Moss, the freshman. Up high for the board. 73-36 is the Cody advantage. 2:35 to play. Long 3 is no good and gathered in by Haley Engstrom. Engstrom, right-hand dribble across the timeline. Right side outside Savannah Morton. Morton put it on the dribble a couple of times before reloading to Leesburg. Now snap a pass underneath to Ingstrom and swatted away. Riverton basketball. Taylin will throw it in under and to the right of the Riverton hoop. Again, 73-36. Cody has dominated this one. 3 from Jackson off the mark, and a Cody player soared into the action to try to rebound it. Knocked away off of her. We'll give Riverton another look at it. Leesburg, a lob to Cloudhorse. We2. 360 pivot around and just hand it off to Paisley running the lane. Can't get it to go, but Jackson will draw the foul.
Cody foul, 20, Moss, her third. Second.
Moss picked up her third, by the way.
21,
It's a 37-point Cody lead. Cammie will try to chip away at that a little bit. Or Paisley, I should say. Jackson's first was good. Looking for her 6th point on the night right here. Lets it fly, and that also is good. You hear the whoosh from the Riverton students.
And it's time for our 50-50
Coach Bosner wants a timeout. It is just a 30, so let's keep it right here. Again, 2:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Cody 73, Riverton 38.
$57.
Give us an opportunity to thank a couple of the folks that make this broadcast possible, like Red & Kane and Associates. Proud to support our Lady Wolverines. Red & Kane and Associates, your tax professionals. They're proud of the hard work that these Riverton student athletes have shown on and off the court. Red & Kane and Associates, 202 North Broadway, or online at rivertoncpa.com. Also want to thank Goddard Construction, proud supporter of Riverton Athletics. Goddard Construction offers friendly construction services that are always on time and aligned with your budget. Give Goddard Construction a call for your building needs. Cody basketball with the length of the floor to go. 2:08 remaining here in the first of 2. Boys basketball coming up 10 minutes following this one. Will be a tad bit later than expected. Baseline drive from Maddie Ball. Lay it up and in, and Maddie's got 10 points. She had 2 to start the second half. Dribble drive by Jackson draws more contact. Paisley's going to go back to the charity stripe. It was just 2 of 2 a moment ago. Make it 3 for 3 for Paisley. Jackson, an 80% free throw shooter. Julianne Spradlin is 2 of 2 as Paisley hits that one. Spradlin 2 of 2 shooting free throws this season, so the YO Prep stats have her as the best free throw shooter, but anybody who's shot more than 2, you'd give the nod to Paisley in percentage at 80% from the line. Merritt working hard down low, get it to go. Callie Merritt, first points of the game. Leesburg use a screen, run baseline, drop it off for Cloudhorse, and that rolls in. Add 2 more for We2. She's got 17 now. Closing in on 1 minute, time remaining in this contest. The Ball holds it for the Phillies. Long 2 is off the mark for Reagan Moss, and We2's got herself 1 more rebound. Leesburg across the time stripe. Jackson has it knocked away. Simone with the aggressive defense, and it's out of bounds. Stays RHS ball. Again, these Lady Wolverines will be back on the road next Friday as we travel to Rock Springs High School with them. 5 o'clock for girls action next Friday. 6:30 is the projected boys tip-off. Riverton boys and girls basketball all season on County 10's YouTube channel. It's where you can watch the video, and 105.1 Jack FM, where you can listen to the radio. 3 is off the mark from Jackson, and a loose ball rebound foul on the Lady Wolverines. That's going to result in some free throws, and that is the 5th foul on Paisley Jackson, by the way, who checks out with 8 points tonight.
Perfect.
No lack of heart, that's for sure, from Paisley Jackson, but off of her average, she averages over 15
To the line for Cody.
or over 14 a game, and finishes the afternoon with 8, all of which came in the second half. Merritt to the line, 2 shots, first is good. Callie has played in just 3 games so far this season. Looking for point number 4. Off the mark to the left, and Paskett soars in for the rebound. 33 seconds remaining in this contest. Cody's going to improve to 7-1. Riverton will drop to 2-10. Mathill down low, triple teamed. Hook shot is not going to drop. And rebound gathered in by Riverton assistant coach. Paskett at the top. 13 seconds remaining now. Mathill will try that baseline drive again and send it to Cammie. Shot is not going to drop for her. Loose ball gathered in by Taylin. She'll pass it to Morton at the buzzer. Cannot hit, and that is how this one is going to end. Cody in dominating fashion knocks off the Lady Wolverines 78-42. The Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show coming up in just a minute. We'll run down final scoring numbers in this one, wrap it up real quick, and select our Tyler Watson State Farm players of the game. And then we'll transition into boys basketball. We'll have another short quarters tailgate show and get you ready for what should be an exciting boys contest coming up here in about 10 minutes. Once again, the final score, it was Cody on top of Riverton 78-42. Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show due up in 60 seconds on county10.com and 105.1 Jack FM.
Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies, one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
Are between games here at Wolverine Gymnasium. Boys basketball coming up in just a few moments. Cody knocked off the Lady Wolverines in large fashion, 78-42. They led 17-12 after the first quarter, extended it to a 45-21 halftime advantage, and then continued cruising. It was 59-34 at the end of the third quarter. Final score again, 78-42. Cody on top of the Lady Wolverines. Let's take a look at final scoring numbers. First for Riverton, they were led in scoring by Weetu Cloudhorse. Weetu had a fantastic ball game, 17 points, including a whole lot at the free throw line. She was 8 of 10 at the charity stripe, so just a great night individually for Weetu Cloudhorse. Haley Engstrom finishes with 7 points. Paisley Jackson had 8 before fouling out of the contest. Then it goes 2 points for Timbri Mathill, 2 points for Cammie Paskett. Savannah Morton had 2 points, and if I missed her, it's because my stat sheet's not working. Taylor Leesburg had 4 points, all on free throws. For the Cody Phillies, Ellie Talich was the story offensively. 28 points for Ellie. She hit one three-pointer, and then the rest were two-pointers and free throws for Ellie. A sophomore who averages 5.5 points per game came to play today in Riverton with 28 total points. Sophia Radakovic had 14. Grace Hayes finishes with 10. Macy Ball finishes with 10 as well. Then a lot of other contributors. Molly Hayes, before getting injured, finished with 3 points. It was Reagan Moss with 3 points. Riley Simone finished with 6. 2 points for Sydney Simone. And off the bench, Callie Merritt finishes with 3 points to round out the Cody scoring. So the sub-headline, Molly Hayes injured 4 minutes into the contest. Then the headline of the game was 4 in double digits for Cody. Fantastic passing, fantastic ball club offensively, and Cody showing the state and Riverton this afternoon why they are one of the top teams again this year. Was Cody 78, Riverton 42. It's time to select our players of the game. This is made possible by our good buddy Tyler Watson at State Farm. Tyler's a proud Wolverine athletic supporter and RHS alumnus, and at State Farm they're ready to protect your future. Give Tyler's office a call at 856-4118, 856-4118. Tyler Watson always says, go Big Red. First, I'll give a player of the game nod to the victorious Cody Phillies. It is impossible not to pick Ellie Talich. Ellie, off the sophomore, stepped into the Molly Hayes absence, scored 28 points. So she's my pick for the victorious Cody ladies. And We Too Cloud Horse gets our player of the game honor for Riverton. We Too 17 points and just a fantastic night for Cloud Horse. Riverton's back at it at Rock Springs next Friday. Again, Cody 78, Riverton 42. Let's take a timeout, and in 60 seconds, we will be back with the Porter's Tailgate Show as we get you ready for boys basketball coming up here in about 6 minutes. Riverton and Cody out there shooting around boys hoops on the way next. You're watching the Wolverines on County 10's YouTube channel and listening to 105.1 Jack FM.
This guy was driving way over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a lot over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a little over the speed limit. Look at the damage.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
Wolverine basketball is on the air. Let's go courtside with the voice of the Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
And a very good Saturday afternoon to you, where we are set for boys basketball, the second half of our doubleheader. Riverton at 5 and 6, Cody at 3 and 4 here on the season. The first game of conference quad play for both of these teams. It's cold outside, but it'll be hot at Wolverine Gym here this afternoon. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson, Wyatt Barijka, all along with you from Wolverine Gymnasium. Riverton lost on Thursday in heartbreaking fashion to Cheyenne East. A buzzer beater by Nathan Mirich at the buzzer would end it and win it for Cheyenne East 74-73. All things considered, Riverton, I thought, played one of their best basketball games of the season, though, on Thursday, despite the losing effort. Cody knocked off Worland and Lovell on their last time out. They were going to play Natrona yesterday, but due to the winter conditions, that game was postponed until January 27th. Cody qualified for state last year, won third place overall after having not qualified for state the previous 4 years. Statistic-wise, Riverton is the sixth highest scoring team in 4A boys basketball at 57 points per game. Cody comes into this with the 10th highest offensive output in 4A basketball, 52.6 points per game. Defensively, neither team exactly where they want to be in points allowed. Riverton is 8th best in 4A, averaging 51.5 points allowed. Cody's 11th at 54.9 points allowed. These two did quite the battle last year on the basketball court. Riverton got the better of Cody in the first matchup in January, and then a late February game went to OT last year. Cody won that one 49-44, so they split games last season. Some of the names to keep an eye or an ear out for these Cody Bronx. Jace Jarrett averages 12.7 points per game. He's their leading scorer. He's also their leading assist man with 2.5 assists per game. Chase Hatch averages 12 points per game. Maddox Ball averages 8.5 points per game. He's the team's leading rebounder with nearly 5 boards per contest. And Trey Schroeder is a great shooter, averaging nearly 8 points per game. Riverton led offensively by Parker Paxton. He averages 20 points per game. But Derek DeVries, coming back from the injury 4 games ago, has almost dethroned Parker as the team's leading scorer. Derek averaging 17.5 points per game. DeVries is now the team's leading rebounder at 6.5 points per game. He's also the leading assist man for Riverton at 4 assists per contest. Dre Monroe, another name to keep an eye out for Wolverine fans. 8 points per game, 6 rebounds per game. And Ty Sheets has improved the scoring average too. He's up to 8.5 points per ball game. The only common opponent between these two teams so far this season has been Thunder Basin. Cody knocked off Thunder Basin. Riverton lost to the Bolts, but as you'll remember, that was that very strange 8 a.m. game at Rock Springs High School where Jason and I had an awkward broadcast at 8 a.m., and I think a lot of odd circumstances were around that game, so I'm not positive that that was the best representation of what Riverton could do against Thunder Basin had they had the opportunity to meet again later this season. Both teams gathered around their head coaches. We are just about ready for starting lineups here. Bo Sheets in his 6th year with the Wolverine program. Jay McCartan in his 3rd season with the Cody Bronx. Talked to Coach Sheets on Thursday a little bit about this Cody team. Says they're big, they're physical, there's a reason they're good at football, and a lot of those football players are suiting it up for the basketball team. So it'll be a tough matchup for both of these teams, but I know they're both anxious to get after it again. Riverton with that heartbreaker buzzer beater loss on Thursday, ready for more action to try to get on the right side of the scoreboard and to get back to 500 this season. Cody starters will be introduced to the crowd first. They come out looking like this. Maddox Ball wears number 0. Ball is a junior, averages 8.6 points per game, 4.7 rebounds per game. Number 1 is Trey Schroeder. Schroeder, a senior, averaging 7.7 points per game. Chase Hatch, a junior, averages 12.5 points per game. Hatch wears number 2. Number 4 is Eli Johnston. Johnston, a senior, averages 4 points per game. And Jason Jarrett is number 24. Jarrett averages 12.7 points per game. The fog machines are on, and the Wolverines are being introduced. Derek DeVries, number 1. Derek averages 17.3 points per game, 6.3 rebounds per game. DeVries wears number 1. Ty Sheets, number 2, averages 8.3 points per game. Number 4 is Dre Monroe. Monroe, 7.8 points per game, 6 rebounds per game. Monroe, number 4. Number 12 is Parker Paxton. Paxton averages 20 points per game. He wears number 12. And number 24 is Hunter Hauk, averaging just over 2 points per game. Hauk, one of the team's leaders in defense. and just does a lot of things away from the basketball well. Hunter Hauk, a sophomore, number 24. Riverton in their home white uniforms, Cody in the away blue uniforms. It's Dre Monroe in the jump center circle, opposite Maddox Ball. Jared Anderson, Wyatt Barijka, Jason Peterson with you from Wolverine Gym. We are underway, and Dre Monroe wins the opening tip for the Wolverines. Here's DeVries, spot up for three and drain it.
Derek DeVries.
So many times since Derek's been back, we've seen him pull that same move on Riverton's first possession where he just instantly spots up for a quick three before the defenders really get the chance to adjust, and more often than not, he converts. Ball will wing it up top to Johnston. Eli, give it to Schroeder, and right back to Ball. Around the perimeter they go. Chase Hatch tried to feed the paint. Hunter Hauk knocked that one away out of bounds. 3-0 Wolverines. Cody continues their first possession. Ball out of bounds. Schroeder at the top. Now left side outside. Trey holds it. Off the glass, up and in, is Jace Jarrett. Lost track of the number there for a moment, but it was Jace Jarrett down low. There's Ty Sheets off glass. Two is good. Riverton's got back-to-back triples, and it's 6-2 Riverton. We're 1:05 in. 3 possessions, all have resulted in points. Once for Cody, twice for Riverton so far. Jarrett, right side in the corner to Ball, spotted up from the corner. Now we'll think twice and send it up top to Johnston. Hatch, now to Jarrett for three at the top. No good. Hits the top of the backboard, then came down and actually did go in, but off the top of the backboard is out of bounds first. Riverton basketball as Parker Paxton will jog it up the floor slowly. Parker telling us it's great having Derek back. Great that the team's back at full strength, as there's Parker for three. Good. Parker Paxton. Riverton's 3 for 3 from the outside. DeVries, Sheets, and Paxton all with triples. 9-2 Wolverines. Haven't even played 2 minutes yet. Parker says it's going to be great to have other contributors offensively, especially Derek, as Hatch knocks in the long two. Says it may free him up more. Parker's going to try another three. That one's off the mark. Riverton finally misses the outside shot. Eli Johnston hustled it down for Cody. Jarrett holds it in the corner. He's got Sheets on him defensively. Pick up the dribble after one bounce and get it up top now to Schroeder. Schroeder will go down the lane. A left-hand runner is no good. Tipped to Paxton, but a foul first is going to be whistled on the Bronx. That's on Maddox Ball. His first, team first. Eli Lucas will be the first sub of the ball game for Riverton, followed closely by Brody Dale. Brody missed the James Johnson Winter Classic a week ago due to an illness and came back to take on Cheyenne East on Thursday. Looked like he was maybe 80% better or so. Still a little bit under the weather, but it's great to have Brody back in the lineup. Eli, right side, outside, now back up top to Derek, and they work it around the perimeter. Paxton is asking for a screen. Will get it from Dre Monroe. Parker off balance, can't get it. Goes hard to the floor, but is fouled. Parker bounces up.
Cody foul, 0, Ball.
Maddox Ball has both fouls of the game so far.
To the line from Riverton, 12.
Paxton, first one is no good off to the right side. Parker, a 74% free thrower on the season. Jackson Hazley Jr. checks in for Cody.
3, Hazel.
Second free throw is good for Parker. Paxton now with 4. First Wolverine point that's not a three-pointer. 5:05 to play first quarter. Wolverines on top of the Bronx 10-4. Parker applying some nice defense. Knocked out of bounds off of Eli Lucas into the Riverton student section. See a couple of Lady Wolverines joining the rest of the RHS students over there. Riverton was knocked off a few moments ago by Cody's ladies. There's a three on the way, too strong from Chase Hatch, and rebound volleyed forward, gathered in by Eli Lucas. Here comes Parker. Parker going to take it to the dribble. It's shot off defensively by Schroeder, and now they'll reload way up top to DeVries. Monroe. Dre put it on the floor once, give it to Eli Lucas, tried to use the glass and did not go, off to the left. Rebound taken away by Hazel. Jackson go past one defender, find Jarrett in the corner, that's no good, and out of bounds to Cody. Jace Jarrett came in and thought that may have been out of bounds off of DeVries. From this vantage point, I had the same feeling that maybe Derek did touch it, but it'll be Cody basketball. Lucas Morris, Cody Sr. has just checked in. Again, Jay McCartan in his third year with the program. They finished third last year. Cody's first trip to the state tournament in the last 5 seasons. And they'd love to get back there, obviously, again this year. I think they are poised for a run with some talent. Knocked out of bounds to the Bronx. 3:50 remaining first quarter. It's 10-4 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. We'll see Houck Sheets return to the Riverton lineup next dead ball. There's Jarrett at the top. He's got DeVries on him defensively. Watches a cut down low. Now we'll give it to Morris. Lucas, feed the paints. Hatch, turnaround 2 is off the mark, and DeVries clears the glass. Derek, right-hand dribble all the way up the floor. Derek will leave it in the corner for Lucas. Now Monroe down low. Monroe hangs in the air. Off balance 2 is good. Dre's first bucket. Morris across the time stripe for Cody. Give it to Schroeder, who's bumped and fouled. Riverton's first foul of the ball game. That's going to go against Brody Dale.
Dale is first team foul.
Dre Monroe will catch a breather, so will Derek DeVries, with Houck and Sheets returning to the Riverton lineup. Jarrett holds it at the top and will hand back now to Hazel. In the corner, they go to Morris. Morris trying to do some work on Paxton. Paxton shuts him down defensively. Now Schroeder from the top, no good off the front of the rim. And Dale's able to hustle it down along the baseline in the corner there. It was touched, and then he had to go save it. Good hustle. Sheets can't get it to go, and it's cleared away immediately by Lucas Morris. 2:38 remaining first quarter now. 12-4, good start for the Wolverines. They hit 3 3-pointers to open the game. DeVries, Sheets, and Paxton all with threes. Monroe hit a bucket. Parker also has a free throw. That's how Riverton's got their 12 points. Offensive foul in there to take the charge. Ty Sheets, we've seen him take a few this season, and that is Jace Jarrett's first personal on the player control foul. Jace is going to check out. Eli Johnston returns to the Bronc rotation. Brody Dale slow walk across the time stripe. Pick up the dribble and go right side outside to Houck. Work it around the perimeter now to Parker. Matchup zone by Cody, it appears. Parker's got a little bit of space, and that's all he needs to drain a three-pointer. Parker's got 7.
3 points.
Riverton has their largest lead of the game here, still first quarter, 15-4. Dribble shut off by Morris, and they'll reload to Johnston. Eli stop at the angle, get it to Schroeder. Schroeder gave it up to Jackson Hazel, and Eli Lucas had a full head of steam and just kept going, plowed into the offensive player. Lucas picks up his first. That's the second team foul on Riverton.
Returning for Riverton, 1 DeVries.
Derek and Dre return to Riverton's lineup. Good crowd here at Wolverine Gym. RHS marching band, cheerleaders, and a spirited student section about 4 or 5 rows deep. Morris Now Schroeder at the top has Monroe on him, and they'll give it back to Morris. Cody methodically passing around the perimeter. Just 4 points for them so far in the first nearly 7 minutes of play. Morris, spin at the lane, now hanging out in the paint for a while. Finally, a loose ball scooped up by Hatch. That's no good. Schroeder put back no good. Third chance. Hatch is fouled, and he will go to the stripe. Riverton not successful on the glass that time, gave up 3 offensive rebounds, and Chase Hatch will go to the line. First foul on Derek DeVries, by the way.
Hatch. 2 shots.
Chase will get the first one over the front of the rim and drops. Chase is a 73% free thrower for Cody. Hatch has 4 of Cody's 6 points now. He hits both free throws with 1 minute remaining first quarter. DeVries walks it across the 10-second stripe. Now goes right side outside to Sheets. Reloads to DeVries, who gives it right back to Sheets. And now Monroe at the high post. Dre trying to put a move on. Ball knocked to the floor. Pinballs around and is gathered in by Morris. Lucas will reload the Cody offense. Bronx trail by 9 with 35 seconds to play in the first quarter. Hatch up top to Hazel. Hazel's drive is shut off. Morris has it. Morris get a pump fake, one in the air, and can't hit the shot as Monroe will take down the rebound. Here's Parker. Paxton going to slow things up here. Take a look at the clock with 13 seconds to play in the quarter. Sheets back to Paxton. Now back to Ty, who finds DeVries in the corner. You hear the countdown. DeVries turnaround 2 is no good. Put back at the buzzer by Ty Sheets. Reverse layup and in. Ty at the buzzer saved the day with that possession. And at the end of the first quarter, it is Riverton 17, Cody 6. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. Back with Wolverine basketball on County 10's YouTube channel and 105.1 Jack FM.
John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Lander Tigers on KOVE. Call John Shade or stop by my office at 824 West Main Street for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Elevate Rehab's founding principle on you is evident from your first visit to the last. Our practice model ensures treatment as you deserve, a private one-on-one session with a licensed therapist the entire visit, every visit. All therapists hold advanced credentialing, including 2 certified hand therapists, an orthopedic clinical specialist, an MDT therapist, as well as pelvic floor and pregnancy rehab offerings. With over 100 years of combined experience between our 7 clinicians, Elevate is your ticket to health. Find us in Lander, DuBois, and visit our website or Facebook page. Choose Elevate Rehab to elevate your outcomes.
Back to the ball game. Here's the voice of Riverton Sports, Jared Anderson.
Second quarter is set to begin from Wolverine Gym. Riverton with an impressive first quarter. They lead Cody 17-6. You saw the Myers-Gambles replay there at the end of the first quarter, thanks to producer Wyatt Barijka, who had the Ty Sheets putback at the buzzer on the missed Derek DeVries three-pointer. Quite the impressive play by Ty to send us into the second quarter. Cody basketball now. Cody working that slow, kind of methodical offense they like. Crisp passing, think Hoosiers style a little bit. Big physical team that wants to work for a quality shot. And speaking of a quality shot, there's Chase Hatch with a nice jump stop in the paint. Up and in. Chase has 6 of Cody's 8. There's Parker way up top with it. Parker surveys the floor, sends it to DeVries. Now Hauk in the corner, back way up top to Parker, and in the corner to Sheets. Sheets will try a baseline drive. Floater is not going to drop. Monroe contested, but it's taken away by Jace Jarrett, and here comes Cody. Johnston sends it to the top now to Schroeder, and it's knocked away by Hauk on a hustle play. Got a 50-50 raffle going on here to benefit a local family. We'll have another lizard toss at halftime. Good to see the community support. Schroeder in the corner to Ball. Maddox squared to the basket, now reloads to Schroeder. There's Jarrett, wing it around the corner to Hatch. High arcing three is good. Chase Hatch has 9 of Cody's 11. There's Parker, spot up quickly for the answer and drain it. Parker Paxton, first player of the game in double digits. He's got 10. Johnston working across the time stripe for the Bronx. It's 20-11. Riverton on top by 9. We've played almost 2 minutes here in the quarter. Shot by Hatch is not going to drop this time. Was contested by Monroe, who gets the rebound. Now Parker. As Paxton wanted to spot up. They're going to call it travel. Parker went up with it. Tried to put it on the floor again, but gives a half a smile in his effort there, and will be ball out of bounds back to the Bronx. Left side on the perimeter. Maddox ball holds it. Crossover dribble is grabbed by Houck and fouled. Hunter's first, team foul number 1 here in the second quarter.
Riverton foul 24. Houck is first.
Eli Johnston will trigger it in for Cody. Under into the right of his hoop. Looking, watches a cutter go by. Now gets it to Hatch in the corner. Up top, Jarrett put it on the floor once. Reload to Chase. Hatch. Try to dribble against Eli Lucas. Offensive foul. Coach Bo Sheets has been so quick with those offensive foul calls on the sideline. And even before the contact was there, he anticipated it and called it. And Hatch picks up his first personal. Eli Lucas was in there to take the contact for Riverton with a nice defensive effort against the Bronx main scorer so far this afternoon, Chase Hatch. Here's Hunter Houck, free down low for a moment. He'll reload to Sheets up top. That's no good for 3, hard off the back of the rim. And Maddox ball is there to take it away for Cody. Johnston to Jarrett. Cody looking to get it down low. Hatch had it. Now he'll go inside, outside to Jarrett. 3 is no good, and a long rebound comes away to Ty Sheets. Knocked away off of Jace Jarrett into the Riverton bench. It'll be RHS basketball.
For Cody, 3. Hazel, Morris. For the Wolverines, 5.
Hazel and Morris return to the Cody lineup. Brody Dale returns for Riverton. Brody, slow walk across the timeline, right side to Derek DeVries. We played 3 minutes in the second quarter. Riverton on top, 20-11. Here's Dale, back to Parker, spot up another long 3, that's good. Parker's got 4 3-pointers and 1 free throw, 13 points. That's your Flaming Gorge 3-point shootout champion, by the way. 2 years in a row. Lucas on the baseline is pushed and fouled by a Wolverine defender.
Riverton foul.
Parker Paxton is that defender. That's his first. Second team foul.
Substitutions for Riverton.
Houck and DeVries come out. Blake Gattenbein enters for the first time. Dre Monroe is back. Blake was our player of the game, brought to you by Tyler Watson on Thursday. I really like what the sophomore does off of the bench. Has some of that spark plug mentality, and you just know he's going to get better and better. More playing time, does a lot of JV action right now. Cody continues to move the basketball around. Here's Jarrett, right side around the perimeter. Jace backing in, knocks Gattenbein to the floor. A lot of contact, nothing called. Maddox ball, can't get the shot to go. Hung in the air forever, and he will go to the line to shoot twice. That's on Brody Dale. Brody's second.
Dale, second, third team foul.
So Maddox to the charity stripe.
Cody, 0 ball. 2 shots.
Gives us a chance to say thank you to Northside Auto Body Shop as Ball hits the first one. They're proud to support all Fremont County athletes. Give Northside Body Shop a call or stop by their street at 2nd Street in Lander for all your auto body needs. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of vehicles that may not start here in -30. Maddox will knock him in. 2 for 2 at the line, and it's back to a 10-point game. Riverton on top of Cody, 23-13. We're at the midway point of the second quarter. Lady Wolverines fell to number 2 Cody earlier. Dale goes to the corner. Gattenbein, a long pass up top for Sheets. Tried to give it to DeVries, who thought he was fouled, but it's taken away from him. Now Morris. Pass across a couple of defenders. Shot was no good from Hazel, mid-range 2, and we'll get a foul on the rebound on Jackson Hazel.
Cody foul.
Jay McCartan is animated as I've seen him on the Cody bench so far this game. That was the first on Hazel. Second team foul on Cody. Ball out of bounds to Riverton with the length of the floor to go as Brody Dale with a slow walk uncontested up the floor. He will be met at the midcourt stripe by Morris. Dale controls the dribble, now finds Ty Sheets way up top, right back to Brody. 2-3 zone is the look. Here's Monroe in the paint, hang in the air. He's got it. Timeout asked for by Coach McCartan, and the Wolverine fans make some noise. I guess he didn't ask for a timeout. They're going to say, come right back out on the floor. So Coach McCartan chatting with the official as everybody goes right back out. 3:04 remaining second quarter, 25-13. Let's call that a 15-second timeout. Didn't get the full 30 there, but just a quick catch your breath for a second, send everybody back out. Johnston to Morris. Morris on the dribble. Jump stop, right side. Got it. Lucas with his first bucket of the contest makes it a 10-point game again. Here's Parker. Left-hand dribble, crossover. Tried to go past the defender. Wasn't going to happen, and now a foul is called on Lucas Morris, who got more of Brody Dale than he did the basketball.
Morris.
If you're watching along County 10's YouTube channel, feel free to drop us a comment, some support for your Wolverines, or if you're a Cody fan watching, you can cheer on your team that way too. Use that chat box. Would love to know where you're watching from on a frosty Saturday afternoon. Appreciate everybody being here. And thanks to our radio audience too in Fremont County on 105.1 Jack FM. 10-point Riverton lead, 2.5 minutes remaining at second quarter. Here's Parker for 3. It's good again, his 5th three-pointer of the first half. Parker's got 16 points, and Coach Bo Sheets claps his hands to get back on defense. Here's Jarrett looking for a cutter down low. Nice slash to the basket. Hazel, but he could not get the shot. Now Monroe will clear it away for Riverton. Gives back to Parker. Paxton to Derrick. Derrick looking down low. High post, he goes to Monroe. Dre turnaround 2 again is good. Dre's got 6 points, all of which have came in the paint. He's got such a soft touch down there. Riverton's got Cody doubled up now, 30-15. Morris on the dribble drive, stop in the paint, scoop it out to Jarrett. Jarrett is swarmed in the paint. Jarrett is going to be tied up. And possession arrow says Riverton.
Returning for Cody, 0 ball.
Maddox ball. Trey Schroeder return to the CHS lineup with 1:43 remaining second quarter. Say hello to Ella, saying go Hunter and go Big Red. Shot off the corner is no good, off the side of the backboard from Parker. Don't see him off the mark like that often. Here's Jarrett in the corner. Snap a pass down low to Maddox. Ball, good position by Maddox. Get it to roll in. There's DeVries quickly into the Riverton front court. Derek hands back to Parker, and everybody takes a breath for a second. Now Derek. Parker plays catch at the top. Ty Sheets has it in his hands. Parker between the legs dribble to Ty. We're inside of a minute to play second quarter. DeVries long three is good. Derek DeVries with his second three-pointer of the game. 8 3-pointers in the first half by these Wolverines. They lead 33-17. Pass by Ball to a teammate, goes off of that teammate's shoulder, ricochets to the Wolverines. Parker says, slow it down, and that's exactly what the Riverton offense does. Derek. Right side outside to Ty, now back to DeVries. Derek took a look at the scoreboard for a moment, pointed to it, and we'll see if Riverton tries to hold it for the last possession of the half or if they have attacked the basket. Monroe finds Sheets, and they'll reload up top to DeVries. Parker will back it way off. 8 seconds remaining in the half. Parker, floater at the free throw stripe is good. That may have been his prettiest shot so far. Three-quarter court shot by Schroeder is no good at the buzzer. And at the intermission, it's Riverton 35, Cody 17. Cody will head off to the locker room again. 35-17. The Riverton halftime advantage coming up. We'll get into the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show and bring you those individual scoring numbers. We'll set the stage for what should be an exciting second half of basketball as well. And we'll take a look at your scoreboard. We'll get some scores of interest, hopefully from around the state. I know we've got a DuBois score to bring you in moments. And we will take a look at the NFL playoffs as well. At the intermission, it's Riverton 35, Cody 17. Back in a minute on County 10's YouTube channel and 105.1 Jack FM.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
Proud to support the Wolverines and Lady Wolverines. We are County10.com.
We are at the intermission. It's the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show made possible by the Wyoming Department of Transportation. They remind you, seatbelts save lives. It's a pretty simple message. It takes you about a second to buckle your seatbelt, and it could save your life whether you're driving all the way across the state on icy roads or maybe you're just driving across Riverton. Buckle that seatbelt. Buckle up for life, Wyoming. Riverton on top of Cody at half, 35-17. Failed to report to you that Riverton led 23-17 at the end of the first quarter. So a scoreless second quarter there for the Cody Broncs. Riverton outscoring them 12-0 that second quarter. 35-17 at the break. Cody is led individually by Chase Hatch, who has 9 points. Maddox Ball has 4, 2 points for Lucas Morris, 2 points for Jace Jarrett. And as well as Riverton's done offensively, I think they've done a great job too on the defensive end, holding Cody's leading scorer to 2 points. And the main source of offense there in the first half was Chase Hatch with 9 points there all in the first quarter. Riverton led by Parker Paxton. No surprise there if you watch the first 16 minutes. Parker has 5 3-pointers, and he's got 18 total points. I do think the prettiest of his shots, though, was that last one into the locker room where he had the running floater from the free throw line for just 2 points there, but Parker has hit a free throw, 5 3-pointers, and 1 2-pointer. Derek DeVries has 6 points off of back-to-back triples. Dre Monroe is having a good night so far in the paint with 3 field goals and 6 total points. Ty Sheets has 5 points. So just 4 contributors offensively for Riverton here at the intermission, but they certainly have been impressive both ends of the basketball here through the first 16 minutes. 35-17, your halftime score. Wyatt, you had a DuBois score for us earlier that was reported from that Little Six tournament. You showed me, I was going to remember, and then the first half of action went by and I've already forgot. So Wyatt is looking up that score here in moments. I'll tell you this, it is coming down to the end of the AFC wildcard game, and Houston is absolutely throttling Cleveland right now in the AFC playoffs. 45-14 for that one. So as much as I love Riverton basketball, I would rather be here than just about anywhere else in the world, but I was a little disappointed I was going to miss playoff football today. Now I don't feel as bad because Houston has gone final and knocked off Cleveland 45-14. I think hopefully I've stalled long enough. DuBois beat 10 Sleep in boys basketball, right? DuBois boys over 10 Sleep 54-52, so a thrilling afternoon game there from the DuBois Little Six tournaments. Again, a lot of the games around the state were canceled. This is the only 4A matchup in which a 4A team is playing another 4A team. Thunder Basin is going out of state. There's a few interclass games, but Rock Springs was supposed to go to Laramie. That was canceled due to the poor road conditions. Green River was going to go to Cheyenne Central, and that was canceled as well. I-80 shut down for quite a bit of the night last night, and a lot of these other teams have just not had the opportunity to travel here with harsh conditions. I know the Wind River girls made their way to the Bighorn Basin tournament in Cowley and Powell, and DuBois continues hosting that Little Six tournament. So that's what I've got for you. We've got, of course, more NFL football coming up later tonight. The Dolphins are at the Chiefs at a frigid Arrowhead Stadium for a 6 o'clock kickoff. And then a couple of games tomorrow. Buffalo Bills game has been moved. It was going to be Sunday at 11, but they've moved that due to the impending snowstorm there in upstate New York, and now we'll play on Monday at 2:30. We've got the frog and lizard toss, which I didn't even really see what happened in the first half of the girls' game, but anytime there's a frog and a lizard toss occurring at Riverton High School, I want to pause and make sure that we note this is happening. This is a benefit for Mrs. Wright, who was diagnosed with cancer recently, received that tough diagnosis, instructor and member of the Riverton community, and obviously, with any awful medical diagnosis, there are a lot of bills, and a fundraiser organized by Riverton High School to help benefit her in little ways they can. You can buy a frog or a lizard for a couple of bucks, and all these kids and some adults too, including athletics director Reggie Miller, are going to slingshot a toy frog or a lizard, possibly into a bucket. There they all go. I'm not sure if any actually got in the bucket, but the main thing here is the community rallying around a person with a tough diagnosis who could use some support right now. So great to see there. There's also a 50-50 raffle, a couple of them going on here in the gym, and the proceeds going back to Mrs. Wright and the Wright family. We're at the break. It's the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show presented by YDOT. Again, Riverton on top of Cody, 35-17. Let's take one more break. We'll set you up for the second half in just a few moments. You are watching the Wolverines on County 10's YouTube channel, and you are listening to RHS Basketball on 105.1 Jack FM.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
Welcome to High Country Hearing Centers, your source for superior hearing healthcare. We've been supporting Wyoming families since 1979, and we're proud to be a part of your community. We believe in the importance of hearing health for every aspect of your life, including your favorite sports. With our help, you'll hear every cheer from the stands and never miss a play. Visit us for a free hearing test and consultation. High Country Hearing Centers, serving Wyoming families.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it just might have saved her life.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com, today.
Wolverine basketball is on the air. Let's go courtside with the voice of the Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
Welcome you back to Riverton High School Wolverine Gym. Thanks for spending part of your Saturday with us. Jared Anderson here, Wyatt Barijka producing the contest, giving us an excellent look at scores and graphics in the Myers Gambles replay. Jason Peterson has been our fantastic camera operator all season long, making sure you see the sights and sounds from all over Wolverine Gym. Riverton on top of Cody, 35-17 as we buckle up for the second half. Dre Monroe, Hunter Hauk, Ty Sheets, Parker Paxton, and Derek DeVries out on the floor for the Wolverines. Same starters for them. It's Maddox Ball, Trey Schroeder, Chase Hatch, Eli Johnston, and Jace Jarrett for Cody. Same starters on both sides. Cody in the away blues, trimmed in gold. Cody written across the front in gold lettering. Riverton in the home white uniforms, trimmed in cardinal red and black. Riverton written across the front in red. It's Cody basketball here as we start quarter number 3. This is Eli Johnston at the top. Tried to go down low to a cutter. Pass ricocheted to Maddox Ball, who lays it up and in. Maddox Ball has the first points of the second half. There's Parker Paxton. Left-hand dribble, right past the defender, was in deep on the baseline, shoveled the pass out to Sheets, and now Parker's slow getting up. Parker has been on and off battling a groin injury that's bothered him a little bit, but Parker's back to his feet now. Winced for a second and was slow to get up. Now Parker has it. He'll square to the basket. Schroeder on him. It's poked away and a foul will go on Trey Schroeder. Trey's first.
Cody foul.
Actually, I take that back. That's no, that is Schroeder. They had number 10, Lucas Morris, on there for a second. I think that was left over from the last foul of the second quarter, so I got confused. Parker's long two in the corner is no good. Maddox Ball gets the rebound. 55 seconds gone by, third quarter. The RHS lead, 35-19. Cody's got the only points of the quarter so far. Ty Sheets knock it away, take it away. Hunter Houck will scoop it up. There's Parker, right side on the dribble. Paxton asking for a screen, gets it from Monroe. Now we'll give it up to DeVries. Derek stares into the Cody defense. Here's Ty to Hunter. Houck sends it back up top to Parker. Riverton slowing things down a little bit offensively this trip. Derek tried to find a cutting Ty Sheets, but threw it right to Maddox Ball. Now Cody's got numbers. Ball to Jarrett. Off glass, good. Jace Jarrett's fourth point. So 4-0 Bronx to start this quarter after they were held scoreless in the second. Here's Monroe. Dre moving in on Maddox Ball, and now a timeout asked for by Coach Sheets. Frustrated coach for Riverton wants a full timeout. We're going to sneak in a break. 6:03 to play, third quarter. Riverton 35, Cody 21. Back in a minute on county10.com and 105.1 Jack FM.
Did you see Allison at lunch today? I'm going to text her. I'm going to text Allison. Hey, hold up. Matt's calling me. Matt's calling me. Hey, we got the food, and we're on our way right now. Hey, who's coming, bro? You're the one who needs help.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Back after the timeout from Coach Sheets. 6:03 remaining, third quarter. Riverton on top of Cody, 35-21. See what Riverton's drawn up. Parker has it taken away from him. Maddox Ball just grabbed the ball and took it away. Johnston holds up a couple of fingers, calls out the play. Now goes left side in the corner. Schroeder dribbles it back up top. Ball faked left, goes right, leaves his defender, can't get it, and Dre Monroe is there to scoop it away for Riverton. There's DeVries ahead of the pack to Houck, back to Derek. Derek with Jarrett on him. Sends it to Ty in the corner. Sheets stop at the free throw line, give it to Parker, spot up three, that's no good, front off the rim. Just the second miss of the game for Parker unofficially, and his first three attempt of the quarter. He had 5 3-pointers in the first half. Pass underneath Jace Jarrett's double team. Doing some work though. Get it to go off the window. Jace has 6. Lead for Riverton is a dozen right now. Sheets going to make it 14 though. Sheets blew past his defender. Lay it up and in. Ty Sheets, and we'll see Lucas and Dale check in. Next dead ball for the Wolverines. Schroeder up top to Hatch. Chase right back to Trey. A couple of new Bronx will check in here. Next dead ball too. Morris and Hazel at the check-in stand, and they'll all come in now as a foul down low going to be tacked on to Riverton.
Riverton foul, 24, Houck.
That's Hunter Houck's second personal. I want to give a big shout out to some folks watching us on County 10's YouTube channel in Utah. Say hello to Anton watching in Utah, says go Big Red, and say hello to Taylor, who's watching from Utah, says go Big Red, and go Derek. Also say hello to Maria joining us and Go Big Red on our County 10 YouTube chat. We're thrilled all of you are here and echo the sentiments of Go Big Red. Here's a three from Maddox, in and out, no good, taken away by Brody. Dale sprints it into the front court. Morris defends him well, and he'll reload to Parker. Paxton at the top to DeVries, open for three. That's no good, front of the rim. Fight for it on the floor. Bodies all over the place, and a loose ball foul going to be called.
Riverton.
That's going to go on Trey Schroeder, his second personal and the second team foul of the third quarter. Midway through the third quarter, Lucas soft glass can't get it to go right out of the inbound, and Ball will scoop it away. Hatch, left side, outside, Morris. Around the perimeter, Cody goes. Hazel has it, put it on the floor twice. Now Schroeder's open for three from the top. That's no good, and Hauk will clear the rebound. Outlet to DeVries. Derek pushes the tempo into the front court. DeVries, crossover, three, good. Derek DeVries with his 9th point on the night.
3 points.
Riverton lead goes 40-23, 3:15 to play third quarter. Fremont Chevrolet providing the scoreboard updates. Look down low for Hazel. Ball has it bounced right back to him, though. Good defense down low by the Wolverines. Schroeder running through the paint. Can't get it to go, but he's knocked off his feet to the floor and is going to end up with some free throws. A couple of people got tangled up under the basket there, including Eli Lucas, who picks up his second.
Second team foul to the line for Cody.
First one for Schroeder is good. That's, believe it or not, his first point. I've called his name a lot. Trey Schroeder. Actually, coming into this game, Schroeder had only shot 11 free throws. He is now 6 for 12. Make it 7 for 13. I can do the 6 for 12 math at 50%, but I can't do 7 of 13. It's a little better than 50, I know that. There's Lucas. Can't get it to go from the right side. Tips the rebound right back to himself. Now it's knocked to the floor, and we get a scramble. Boy, Eli Lucas was outmanned like 3-1 on the floor. Got an arm on it and would not let it go. Jump ball, Riverton possession arrow. Jace Jarrett and Eli Johnston return to the Cody lineup. Obviously, Wyoming high school sports fans know how great Cody has been at football, and you see a lot of these players on the basketball team, part of that football program. They'll be good for years to come, it looks like. Sheets hangs in the air, couldn't get it to go, hard off the back of the rim, and it's cleared away by Johnston. Eli go left side outside to Hatch. And now Morris down low, put one in the air. Can't get his shot to drop, though. And Sheets take it away. I like Ty Sheets' game tonight. He's been a menace on the boards. Here's Monroe down low. Can't get it. Traveled first. Parker, after a quick breather, going to come back in. He'll call DeVries' number. They'll high-five each other as Derek checks out. Eli Johnston will walk it up the floor for his Cody squad. Those purple shoes, Wyatt, from Eli, look purple. It is kind of dim in the gym, though, so. There's a good pass from Jarrett to a cutter, Jackson Hazel. He got it to go. They wanted continuation. Meanwhile, Dre Monroe is in some obvious pain on the baseline. Dre went down hard. Did they count the bucket is what I'm wondering. Official does count the bucket. So shot was good. Monroe picks up the foul, and we hope that Dre Monroe is okay. He is down on his back on the baseline, being attended to by the Riverton training staff. 1:57 to play, third quarter. It's Riverton 40, Cody 27. Let's step aside for an injury timeout here. You are watching the Wolverines on County 10's YouTube channel and listening on 105.1 Jack FM.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
Wyoming knows hard work. And at Fremont Chevrolet GMC, we know Wyoming. Here, things are just built to last. Over the last 8 decades, we've had one priority: to serve the people of Wyoming. We are dependable. We are your neighbor. We are Wyoming. Visit Fremont Chevrolet GMC in Riverton today.
Back to action at Wolverine Gym. Good news for Riverton fans and everybody as Dre Monroe was able to get up, kind of holding his midsection, walked over to the bench, nodded to the coaches, told him he was okay. Chase Hatch hit the free throw and converted the three-point play. Hatch now has 12, and here's a foul on Cody the other direction. That's going to be on Morris. And Lucas picks up his second personal. Third team foul on the Bronx. Ball out of bounds to Riverton as Brody Dale ready to send it in. Brody has Parker off a cut, and Paxton will go by one defender, hang in the air, can't get it to go. There was a lot of contact, nothing called either way. Sheets goes up strong, had it stripped out of his hands. They're going to call a foul. Parker also got up kind of slowly. He looks a little ginger. He may have sort of strained something in the second quarter. He winced and knelt on the floor for a moment, and he just doesn't look exactly 100%. Sheets' first free throw is no good, off to the left. And Ty will get one more as Jackson Hazel checks back into the Cody lineup. $1:35 to play, third quarter. Riverton right now the lead is 40-28 with one more Sheets free throw coming up. Lets it go, and it drops. Ty's got 8. 13-point Riverton advantage as Johnston crosses the time stripe. There's Hatch to Hazel, and Hazel travels with it in the paint. Steps will give it back to RHS with 1:20 now to play. Lady Wolverines fell in the first of the doubleheader, 78-42. We too, Cloud Horse put in 17 for Riverton in their losing efforts. Here's DeVries, pump fake in the lane, get it to drop. Derek DeVries now in double digits with 11. 60 seconds remaining, third quarter. Riverton's lead back to 15. Hatch holds it with the ball above his head, has Sheets on him defensively, now goes to the post to Ball. Good pass to Jarrett underneath, up and in. Jace Jarrett with his 8th point. Good dish in there too. Here's Brody Dale. Give it to Parker, slicing through the lane. Paxton with the big jump stop, get it to drop. Parker's first points of the quarter. He's got 20 though. 22 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Riverton lead again is 15, 45-30. Here's Sheets working defensively on his man. It's now back up top to Johnston. 10 seconds in the quarter. Johnston has Parker on him defensively. In the corner they go to Hazel, trying to feed the paint. Nobody home except for Eli Lucas to take it away. Can Riverton get a shot off at the buzzer? They do. Full court shot goes into the cheerleaders. Heads up, everybody down there. It will end like that here in the third quarter. Riverton on top of Cody, 45-30. Come on back for the final 8 minutes with us. You are watching the Wolverines on County 10's YouTube channel and listening on 105.1 Jack FM.
10 is your Fremont County news leader. We're everywhere. On the web, mobile, social, and on your radio dial, with all the news you need to feel connected. From sports to board meetings and community features, we work hard to bring you all the latest updates you care about. Visit us today at county10.com. County 10, community connected.
Make your home improvement projects a breeze with Sutherland's, your home improvement experts. Always the right products at the right price. For every project, every day. You can shop and pay online at Sutherlands.com, and we'll get it ready for easy in-store pickup. With the tools and the know-how, you can count on Sutherlands for any job. With over 30,000 items in stock, make your first stop at Sutherland's Home Improvement in Casper and Riverton.
It is a 15-point Riverton lead to start the fourth quarter from Wolverine Gym, 45-30. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson, Wyatt Barijka, the County 10 broadcast crew at your service here from a Saturday night at Riverton High School. Cody basketball for a moment to start the fourth quarter. Here's a pass taken away by Sheets up ahead to Hauk. Hunter bounce pass to Dale for three. Good. Brody Dale with his first points. Extends the RHS advantage to 18. Ball left side, outside he goes to Schroeder. Now reload up top to Hatch. Chase will try the three. That's no good. Long rebound hustled for and brought in by Parker. He's triple teamed in backcourt. Can Hauk save it? He cannot. And ball, I think, is going to go to Cody. They will. It'll be Eli Johnston to bring it in front of the RHS drum line. Marching band doing a fantastic job again tonight. It's great to be back home after we've been on the road for so long. Schroeder goes to the corner. Hatch back in the corner to Schroeder, who dribbles it around the perimeter. Now three from Ball, left corner, good. Maddox Ball has 9 points. Making sure his Broncs continue to hang around here. We've played 110 in the fourth quarter. 15-point Riverton advantage. Brody Dale runs the point for Riverton. Between the legs dribble. Goes to the free throw line and hands back to DeVries, who hands to Paxton. Straight away three is nothing but net. Parker Paxton's sixth three-pointer of the game. He's got 23. Johnston set up the Cody offense now. Right side to Hatch, put the elbow down and draws the contact. He made the shot too. Are they going to say on the floor? I think so. Foul on the floor will be ball out of bounds. That is the third personal. Nope, they're going to give it to Ty. I thought they were going to give it to Derek. That's the first on Ty, so even better news there. 51-33, the Riverton leads. 6 minutes, 22 seconds to play and a 5-second count. Lucas Morris was struggling to get it in, and about at 5.1 seconds finally did lob it in, but it was just too late. Good defensive pressure all over the floor. Hauk, Paxton, Dale, DeVries, and Sheets all over their defenders for the Wolverines. Parker holds it near the midcourt area, gives it to Hauk. Hunter turns, gives it to Sheets, right side outside. Now Brody. Dale takes it to the dribble. Brody working to get open down the lane, lose the handle, and it'll be away free to Maddox Ball, who gathers it in for Cody. Maddox faced the basket from way outside and gives to Jarrett. Jarrett worked on by DeVries defensively. Jarrett pass in traffic, taken away by Dale. He'll leave it for DeVries. DeVries soaring in with the right hand layup. He's got it. Derek's got 13. Largest lead of the game for the Wolverines. 20 points, 53-33. Hatch in the corner to Morris. Morris stopping the paint. Jarrett's open for three at the top. Too strong, and Parker skies for the rebound. Paxton hustles it into the front court, lets a long three go, hits the rim a couple of times and skims off to the right side, gathered in by Maddox. Ball Set up on the left side. We'll give it to Schroeder. Trey, baseline drive, hangs, gets it, and he's fouled. Ball hung on the rim. Almost felt a little bit of continuation there because the ball hung on the rim for so long, but they'll count it. And Brody Dale picks up his third personal. Good shot, good strong move by Trey Schroeder, and he's got the opportunity here at the three-point play. Eli Lucas and Dre Monroe will check in for Riverton.
At the line for Cody, 1 Schroeder. 1 shot.
Riverton's back on the road Friday at Rock Springs. We'll have those games for you at county10.com and 105.1 Jack FM. Schroeder's free throw is good. 4:57 remaining. Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard now says Riverton 53, Cody 36. Parker trots it into the Riverton front court. Give it to Lucas. Lucas, bright neon green shoes through the lane. Can't get it to go, but he draws the foul there. So Eli is going to step to the line now.
Cody foul, Sam Morris, third.
Lucas Morris picks up his third, and they're going to say not on the shot. They're going to say on the floor. So Riverton will inbound. Here's Parker in the corner. Paxton, baseline drive, really close to the baseline. He is on the baseline, out of bounds. Good defense. Johnston holds it at the midcourt center area. Paxton on him defensively. Now they'll go to the corner. Morris. Snap a pass underneath to Ball. Up top to Johnston for three. That's no good. Off to the right. Maddox there for the rebound. Got it, and he's fouled. So Maddox Ball with a chance at a three-point play.
30. Lucas is third.
Eli Lucas picks up his third in the meantime.
13 foul.
Maddox will convert the three-point play as this Cody team continues to fight and hang around in this game. 4-13. Riverton lead is 14. Here's Sheets at the elbow. Takes a big hop in the lane. Now finds Paxton up top. Parker on a dribble drive. Gives back to Lucas. And now Dre Monroe has it. DeVries the only player who hasn't touched it this possession for Riverton. Paxton, crossover off of the foot. He'll retreat to gather it in, and now a double dribble going to be called on Parker. Parker didn't think so and is chatting with the referee. Official gives him an explanation. Coach Sheets also didn't like it. I think they thought he may have picked up the dribble. It hit off of his leg, and Parker retreated to get it. 3:43 remaining in the contest. Cody trailing by 14, trying to continue to chip away at this with the possession now. Work the perimeter. Here's Ball up top. Wing it around to Jace Jarrett, who watches the cut. Now he'll reload up top to Trey Schroeder. He's got Sheets on him. Cody keeps it hot around the perimeter. Jarrett now backing in from the right side block, puts a good move on and draws another foul.
Riverton foul, 1, DeVries, second.
Derek DeVries picks up his second personal. It's the fourth team foul, so free throws from here on out for Cody.
2 shots.
Free throw number 1 for Jace Jarrett is hard off the back of the rim, no good. And Coach Sheets wants a full timeout, so let's squeeze one more in here. 3:17 to play. Riverton on top of Cody, 53-39. We'll have a Cody free throw when we come back. You're watching the Wolverines on County 10's YouTube channel and listening on 105.1 Jack FM.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it just might have saved her life.
This is Maven, award-winning optics for the adventurous. From binoculars to spotting scopes, Maven has you covered. Be prepared for scouting, wildlife watching, or any outdoor adventure. As a proud sponsor of local high school sports, we wish all the Fremont County athletes the best of luck this season. Visit mavenbuild.com for more information and to order. Maven, discover something new.
Welcome you back into the contest. 3:17 remaining. Riverton on top of Cody, 53-39. We have a Jason Jarrett free throw coming up here after the and one. And if you're a Riverton fan right now, you've seen a lot of games go down to the stretch that have been nail biters and not go the way of Riverton. So I don't think Riverton fans are going to be able to breathe here these next 3 minutes based on what they've done recently. But it's certainly been a positive 3.5 quarters so far. Loose ball taken away by Dre Monroe after the missed free throw. And here comes Riverton on the attack with 3 minutes remaining in the contest. DeVries holds it at the top. Ty Sheets right side outside. Snap a pass down low to Hunter Houck. Right side block goes up strong off the glass too. Hunter's got the bucket. That's a big time shot there from Hunter Houck. Johnston at the top gives back to Schroeder. Trey. It's a ball underneath, lay it up and in. Great ball movement all the way around the floor from Cody. And with 2.5 remaining, it is a 55-41 Riverton advantage. Here's DeVries at the free throw line to Paxton for three. Good. He's got his third three of the game. His seventh three of the game. His third three of the half. How about that? Cody attacking to my right here at Wolverine Gym. Shot in the lane from Hatch. Hangs in the air. Gets it to go. 58-43. Now the lead. Dangerous pass intended for Monroe. Squirts away to Paxton. And an offensive foul is going to be given to Ty Sheets. Ty spun, was out of control, and collided with a Cody player that was ready to take it the entire way. I think that was Eli Johnston in there to take the contact for his team. Eli will check out. Ty's second personal. Riverton's got 5. Obviously player control, so no free throws this trip. But Cody basketball with 1:49 remaining in the contest. Here's Jarrett at the top. Jace crossover dribble working in the paint now as DeVries in the air. Jarrett shot no good. Rebound tipped around and it comes to Hatch. So a second chance here for the Bronx. Here's wide open Chase Hatch. High arcing three is good. Chase Hatch with 17. And a timeout asked for by Coach McCartan. We'll keep this one right here with 1:31 to play. It's Riverton up by a dozen, 58-46, with 1:31 remaining in the contest. I want to thank a whole bunch of folks who make Fremont County sports on County 10 possible, like Bailey's Tire and Auto Service, Myers Gamble's Perfect Power Electric, Porter's Mountain View Supply, State Farm agent Tyler Watson, Sutherland's Wyoming 4x4, Northside Auto Body Shop. Also thank you to Baldwin Creek Rental Center, Eyes on Fremont, Central Bank and Trust, Fremont Chevrolet GMC, Red and Kane and Associates, Wyoming Catholic College, the Wyoming Department of Transportation. Thank you to Edward Jones, financial advisor John Shade, Elevate Rehab, and to Goddard Construction. By the way, your Wyoming Catholic College Riverton High School Student of the Week is Savannah Irvin. She's the president of the Riverton FFA chapter. Savannah is described as dependable, willing to help others with service projects, always has a positive attitude and work ethic. She's a National Honor Society member, wants to enroll at Central Wyoming College and transfer afterwards. Savannah is the daughter of Mike and Liz Irvin. Congratulations, Savannah and the Irvin family, your Wyoming Catholic College Riverton High School Student of the Week. You can find out more on her and some other students of the week around Fremont County at county10.com. Riverton back out on the floor out of the timeout. Cody will set up the pressure. There's DeVries in backcourt. Derek is bumped and fouled by Jace. And that'll be just the second team foul on Cody, so they've still got a couple to give. Jace Jarrett picked up his second personal with 1:26 remaining now. Riverton basketball. DeVries going to inbound at midcourt. The official making sure the Riverton student section is well behind Derek. I don't think Derek's the guy they have to worry about. Here's Derek at the top, hands back to Sheets. Riverton killing a little more clock. 1:10 remaining now, up by 12. Parker way up top. Cody was still 2 fouls to give, and Riverton, I think, would be content just weaving for the next 63 seconds. There's DeVries, shovel a pass to Hauk. Riverton killing more clock. We're inside of a minute, 55 seconds to play. Jay McCartan's squad not really in any hurry to give up a foul here, it doesn't look like. Parker at the top. Jace, defensive pressure all over the floor, and Riverton has really deflated Cody's chances of trying to make a late run. Here is a push foul with 42 seconds left now. Going to be given to Eli Johnston. That's the third team foul. And DeVries will inbound right in front of the Riverton assistants after a timeout. Appreciate our audience on County 10's YouTube channel. Again, a couple of folks watching along from Utah this afternoon. Say hello again to Anton and Taylor. Thank you to Maria. Thank you to Ella for watching too. Ella extending her well wishes to Hunter Hauk. Taylor was saying good luck to Derek DeVries. Next Friday and Saturday, our next opportunity to be together again for Riverton High School basketball. We'll be on the road to Rock Springs on Friday, and then right back here at Wolverine Gym next Saturday as Riverton takes on Kelly Walsh.
Generously, she donated the prize back.
Coming up, the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. We'll visit with the head coach of the Wolverines, Bo Sheets, and our Tyler Watson State Farm player of the game. Bounce pass into Parker Paxton, who was being hounded, and Parker wants a timeout. Parker did not have a great handle on the basketball right away, got double teamed, and asks for a quick timeout. So you may see a different team in this circumstance, a little more lax with 39 seconds left and a 12-point lead. But Riverton, in games down to the stretch so far this season, have had some games not go their way. So I think Riverton still feeling very focused here with 39 seconds left. Cody will break the huddle first. Riverton still gathered around Dick Quayle, Pat Patterson, and Bo Sheets. JV boys were in a game down to the stretch, lost by a point, but Coach Quayle and the JV boys working hard. Riverton JV girls lost. Riverton varsity girls also lost in the game we did before this. Here's Parker, and an offensive foul going to be given to Paxton. Going to say he pushed off. So not what you want if you're a Wolverine supporter right there. Give Cody an opportunity with the ball. Just 34 seconds remaining. Schroeder. Inbound in backcourt. Riverton will dig in defensively here. Johnston not in a huge hurry across the timeline. Now we'll pick up the tempo. Right side they go to Schroeder. 25 seconds on the clock. Cody continues to work. Hatch in the corner for three. That's no good. Short. Dre Monroe with a big rebound, and he is grabbed and fouled. That'll be the fourth team foul on Cody, so ball out of bounds with 19.3 seconds. Jace Jarrett's third.
Fourth team foul.
Parker in backcourt, double teamed and hounded, lose the ball, and that double team out of bounds. 15.9 remaining fourth quarter. Riverton up 58-46. Cody high arcing three by Hatch is no good. Out of bounds off of a Wolverine. And it'll stay Bronc basketball one more time here. Riverton trying to get back to 500 and improve to 6-6 on the season. Now they're going to say Riverton basketball. First they signaled Cody. Now they're going to give it to the Wolverines. Dre still looking. Now will finally get it into DeVries. Stripped out of his hands immediately. And a foul as Jackson Hazel went up high. Dre Monroe wanted a big swat and got more of the player than anything. So Hazel will have a couple of free throws before we can get out of here tonight.
The line for Cody, 3, Hazel. 2 shots.
Jackson's first is good. That's his first point on this evening. One more for Jackson Hazel. That's the second one go, and that drops. 10-point game, 58-48 with 7 seconds left. DeVries across the timeline to Monroe. Dre is going to dribble this one out, and Riverton secures the conference victory. Final score, Wolverines 58, Cody Bronx 48. We've got the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show coming up in just a little bit. We'll also be joined by head coach Bo Sheets and one of our Wolverine players of the game. Let's take a quick timeout. Again, final score, Riverton 58, Cody 48. Back in just a couple of minutes with the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. You've been watching the Wolverines on county10.com and listening on 105.1 Jack FM.
On you is evident from your first visit to the last. Our practice model ensures treatment as you deserve, a private one-on-one session with a licensed therapist the entire visit, every visit. All therapists hold advanced credentialing, including 2 certified hand therapists, an orthopedic clinical specialist, an MDT therapist, as well as pelvic floor and pregnancy rehab offerings. With over 100 years of combined experience between our 7 clinicians, Elevate is your ticket to health. Find us in Lander, DuBois, and visit our website or Facebook page. Choose Elevate Rehab to elevate your outcomes.
Wyoming knows hard work. And at Fremont Chevrolet GMC, we know Wyoming. Here, things are just built to last. Over the last 8 decades, we've had one priority: to serve the people of Wyoming. We are dependable. We are your neighbor. We are Wyoming. Visit Fremont Chevrolet GMC in Riverton today.
Fremont County for the 22-23 season. Remax All founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. Remax All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at riverton.com.
Central Bank and Trust is a local bank that is focused on technology and convenience. We have a simpler online mortgage application process. You can use your computer or mobile device to upload required documents and sign them online. We have a variety of personal and business banking services. Stop in or visit centralbanktrust.com. We live here. We work here.
Why do we enforce seatbelt laws? Because in real life, you don't get a second chance.
Welcome back into the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. Riverton on top of Cody, 58-48 tonight. We're joined by our Tyler Watson State Farm Player of the Game, Ty Sheets. Ty, I know it's been there's some frustrating losses. The buzzer beater on Thursday.
Yeah.
How good does it feel to come out and secure this one?
Oh, it feels great. Like it's nice to put one away pretty handily and have a nice lead at the end to where we didn't really have to worry about it.
It seems like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like just about every time out for you're getting more confident, more aggressive, and I thought tonight you really put a good game together, both ends of the floor.
Thank you. Yeah, I like to, once I get my break, I'm usually good to go, whether it be 30 seconds or a minute. I like to get after it.
You had such a quick turnaround from Thursday. I'm still a little tired after that late night trip on Thursday. What was the last 36 hours like, and how was your energy tonight?
We were all pretty sore, but we came out and we're feeling good. We had a lot of our kids dunking at halftime, so it was pretty good to kind of turn around quick and feel good.
Absolutely. It's a big physical Cody team you played, and we've seen them have so much success on the football field. You probably know these kids well. It's gotta feel good to lace it up against them and get a pretty dominant win.
Oh yeah, like they handled us pretty good in football, so we always love every chance we can get to get back at them.
Absolutely. You get a full week to go back to practice and work on things, and then a trip to Rock Springs. What do you go back to practice specifically, individually, and work on?
Work on not throwing the ball away so much at the end, but other than that, just getting after it, just continue to play good, solid defense.
All right.
So,
Ty, congratulations on the win. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay warm out there, and congratulations again. Ty Sheets, our Tyler Watson State Farm Player of the Game. Thanks to Tyler and State Farm Insurance. At State Farm, they are ready to protect your future. Tyler is, of course, a RHS alumnus and is a proud Wolverine athletic supporter. You can call his office at 856-4118 for all your insurance needs, 856-4118. Let's run down final scoring in this one here on the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Cody in defeat was led by Chase Hatch, who I thought was great tonight. 17 points for Chase. Maddox Ball finished with 14. Then it goes 8 for Jace Jarrett, 5 points for Trey Schroeder, 2 points for Lucas Morris. Riverton in the win was led by Parker Paxton, 7 3-pointers, 26 points tonight for Parker. Derek DeVries finished with 13 points, including 3 3-pointers, 8 points for Ty Sheets. And again, we've selected Derek and Parker as our players of the game so many times. I thought Ty did things away from the basketball tonight. He made so many plays on both the offensive and defensive sides of rebounding, and just was kind of that X factor, I thought, for Riverton. Dre Monroe was also certainly a candidate for my player of the game. He had 6 points and had some really quality shots in the paint, some soft touches, and a couple of assists. We saw Dre get injured there for a little bit and come out for a while, but he did come in near the end of the contest. Brody Dale finishes with 3 points. Hunter Hauk had 2 points, and that lone bucket from Hunter, I thought, came at a critical juncture in the game and was a big one to wrap things up for Riverton High School. Wolverines knock off Cody 58-48. The head coach of Riverton High School, Bo Sheets, going to join us here in just a quick moment, so we'll step aside for one more quick break on the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show and chat with the coach next in just a minute. You have been watching the Wolverines on County 10's YouTube channel and listening along on 105.1 Jack FM.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true with investments. Hi, I'm John Shade, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can be your financial coach. Give me a call at 335-7722 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Back on the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show, 58-48, Riverton on top of Cody, and we're joined by head coach of the Wolverines, Bo Sheets. And Coach, I talked to Ty a moment ago, and there's been so many frustrating, hard-fought games that you just haven't come out on the right side of the scoreboard. How you feeling after a win?
Oh, good. The boys are battle-tested. For our kind of pre-conference schedule, we've got definitely the hardest schedule in the state, and that's good for us. To have 5 of those losses come to the top 5 teams. We can't complain about that. So again, we want to play those teams, playing East twice. That's good for us. And so battle tested. Now we just got to get over that hump of kind of doing some little things, taking care of the ball, securing some rebounds. And when we shoot the ball well, we can play with anybody.
I mentioned it down the stretch a couple of times, but I thought for Wolverine supporters watching along with us, they might not be able to breathe in the last couple of minutes of that game because of how fourth quarters have unfolded. Sure. So it's got to feel good to have that lead established and then be able to slam the door shut.
It is. It's fun to be in those games, and it's more enjoyable to come out on top. And so you can't beat that experience. Being in those games is huge for us. And so, coming out against Cody, keeping them to 48 points, that's big for our defense tonight.
And this Cody team, too, I know has had all the football success. They've got a lot of tough physical kids, but it feels like these two teams know each other well and have had some good battles.
Yeah, it's a pretty good rivalry. I don't think, both teams are friendly, but I don't think really either team really cares for each other that much. So it's kind of fun to see the boys get after each other on the court and, to come away, because they are very good. They're very athletic. They're very strong. When they get in the lane, they're going to finish it. So pleased with our defensive effort tonight. And it was good to be hot in the first half. And I think we shot better 3-point percentage-wise tonight than we did for 2. So that's always a good indicator when you're on, from the outside.
You've got a full week of practice to turn around and go back to before Friday and Saturday games. Specifically, are there 1 or 2 things you can point to you need to work on?
Yeah, you kind of look at each game's its unique beast, if you will. And so, this game we did some good things. We've got to front the post a little better. There's times where we're kind of playing behind. We're still kind of jumping for shot fakes a little too much on the defensive end. Offensively, we got to get a little better motion. When our scorers are on, it's great, but then we got to get better motion from our other guys and even from them. Kind of getting some good looks, some easy inside looks, so it helps out.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
All right,
try to stay warm out there, but appreciate you coming up, Coach. Coach Bo Sheets joining us on the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show, and appreciate him stopping by. So that's kind of the last order of business around here. Riverton, again, wins this one 58-48. They improve back to 500, 6-6 on the season. Cody drops to 3-5. My thanks to Bo Sheets for coming up. Our Tyler Watson State Farm Player of the Game was Ty Sheets, and I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to our broadcast crew, which includes the great Jason Peterson running our camera. Jason has traveled with us all season and has been a big asset to the broadcast. So thanks to Jason for coming by and spending more of his time putting up with me. He had to put up with Wyatt this time around too, which is just not an easy feat at all. So Jason, thank you. Big shout out to our guy Wyatt Barijka too, who was able to basically volunteer his time coming over here. He was supposed to be in Jackson with Lander today, but instead of taking a day off like a normal person, he said, why don't I come make your life easier, Jared? So thanks to Wyatt Barijka for doing that. Thanks to all of you watching along with us on County 10's YouTube channel and listening on Jack FM. We are going to see you again next weekend. Friday, we're on the road to Rock Springs. Saturday, we'll be right back here at Riverton High School for a date with Kelly Walsh. So looking forward to chatting with you again there. More sports all weekend can be found at county10.com. We'll update you on some other goings-on across Fremont County and let you know how some of the smaller schools are faring as well. Once again, final scores in the first of our doubleheader was the Cody ladies knocking off Riverton 78-42. Riverton boys successful against the Bronx 58-48. For Jason Peterson and Wyatt Barijka, I'm Jared Anderson. Have a great rest of your weekend. Stay warm, and we'll see you next time for more Riverton basketball.